why. 15.66, 3 and E's, O&M Live. Yarrawonga taking on Myrtleford. The bounce of the ball just a few minutes away. Both teams doing a few drills out on the ground. And the trumpet man, Robbie?
Andrew.
Andrew?
Yeah, he's a farmer.
He's a farmer at
From
Bundalong.
Bundalong.
Beautiful part of the world, Bundalong, isn't it?
We went past there on the way down. Chrissy Mitchell driving the bus, and yeah, he said he had a bit of a hit out last night, practice.
With the trumpet?
Yes. He said, I said, do you have a couple of beers? Because I imagine you'd be a bit more oiled up.
Yeah.
And he said, I did. He said, but what happened? He said, I had a couple of beers. I had to clean the trumpet out again because he reckons he left half a bottle of Great Northern in it.
You're kidding me.
Spit and beer and slag and all that sort of stuff and mucus and muck. Anyway, he's got it out and it looks as clean as a whistle, mate.
Well, we're glad because he's going to have a great job, obviously, on the trumpet here because they will do a little Anzac ceremony here, obviously, to honour the men and service women who made the ultimate sacrifice in Gallipoli. It's a wonderful thing, isn't it, Robbie? All the games do it these days. It's fantastic, and who are still serving today as well overseas. So both teams about to line up. Chris Mitchell, do we have your boundary side for Albury-Wodonga MG?
Yeah, you do. I'm near the trumpet man. He's as Mr. Rudd makes his way to the pigeons box there. Are you on the beers or are you helping out, mate? Mid-strength. No, we're looking forward to it. The punters are getting involved here. The crowd is starting to build. Perfect conditions for footy.
I'm trying to find you, Chris. So whereabouts are you?
No, I'm not far away from the box. I'm just
up on the railing.
I'm near the trumpet man. I'm just going to get nice and close and personal. I'm not going to get in front of him. I don't really want a Great Northern shower. So, yeah, just arm's distance.
And, of course, you can watch this on the O&M live stream on the Facebook page and on the Ovens Murray website as well. They're just about to line up both teams, which is fantastic.
Ground in great nick. They had a big tennis
condition.
tournament here last weekend. They used to tell me you still see the markings on the ground. It's not too far away from the start of the ceremony.
They're just speaking out at the minute. Microphone just a little bit soft at the moment.
These couple of old Navy blokes up in the scoreboard over there, they're coming along to make this ceremony worthwhile and really had a... Okay, here we go, netball.
So the netball teams from both sides, Robbie, have just made their way into the lineups, which is fantastic to see.
Yeah, the A-graders there.
Our ambience mic turned up nice and loud.
They shall know, brother. They shall grow not old, as we that are left roll. Age shall not weary them, nor the years content. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will to them. you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, umpires.
Very well done.
Very well done by Andrew the farmer on the trumpet there, Robbie. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, representing the Yarrawonga Mulwala RSL club. And, yeah, you probably have to give another clean out. But his practice last night came to fruition because he absolutely nailed it. And well done to both clubs and to the locals here who put all that together. So we look forward to all the action about to start. So it'll be a little bit of a delayed start, but freaky. I'm not sure about you, mate, but who on the stat sheet for Waters, who are we looking at today?
Yeah, for the Waters stat sheet, on the Yarrawonga side of things, Nick Fothergill, who's had a brilliant start to the season, is one. Braden Coburn as well. Mark Wiley, who in a different role this year, it seems to play more across the half-forward line. Lee Masters down back, and obviously Willie Wheeler. For the Myrtleford Saints, we're going to follow some of their prime movers. Got Kurt Aylett in the midfield, who's had a really good start to the year. Mitch Del Bosco, obviously the captain. Sam Martin, Simon Curtis, and Murray Wade, a couple of real big name recruits for him, and Matt Munro as well, who'll get plenty of the ball across the wing for him. Yeah, there we go. Plenty of talent on show there. And Sammy Martin's another one I'm looking forward to having a good look at again. Panda?
Watched him obviously in round one. Great left foot, and then watched him last week. He had 30 disposals, 1 goal, 9 tackles, and 162 ranking points, Robbie. I'm all about the ranking points. I love me Supercoach.
You do love it? Do you go any good at it?
No. I'm ranked about 60,000, so I'm absolutely hopeless at the moment.
Are you going to start a Supercoach for the Ovens and Murray then, Panda?
Well, I wouldn't mind it. Wouldn't it be cool if we could have a Premier Data website where you went and choose players, you know, in the Ovens and Murray? Wouldn't that be fantastic?
Hey, Chris Mitchell's out in the middle. Mitch, if you got us, you're having a bit of a chat to a couple of the umpires out there, mate.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if they're going to sort of officiate same as the AFL are with the descent stuff and the arms up, and they're shaking their heads, so I don't think they're playing that rule, which we're happy with at the moment.
We're very happy with, I can tell you that. And I tell you what, they are as well, because it's a hard game to umpire at the minute, Chris.
Well, and we spoke about on the bus, the umpiring's been fantastic in the O&M. They're really letting it go. We've been really impressed, and it's great to see, and they don't get enough credit for it, I don't think.
Conditions, please, Chriso. It is beautiful out there.
The sun on my back is just fantastic. I feel like lying down on the ground here. It's really cushiony. Obviously, just had the Easter tennis tournament. Perfect conditions. There's no one on the ground besides the players, which is quite rare to start the game. But, the captains are going to come in for the toss in any minute.
Which end of the ground are both teams kicking towards, Chriso?
Got no idea. They tossed the coin. I didn't even see
Huey
it.
Wales is walking past you, so I'm guessing Myrtleford
going that way. I don't know when they tossed it, but
Myrtleford to the Wangaratta end.
And they're waiting for me to get off the ground.
Myrtleford to the Wangaratta end, and we got Yarrawonga going towards the caravan of Lake Mulwala end of the ground. Let's get a tip from all of us. We've all been saying we're sitting on the fence, toss of the coin. Enough of that rubbish now. Robbie, who's going to win the game?
Yeah, Myrtleford just.
Myrtleford just?
Yeah, just that maybe a few more top-end talent.
Freaky?
I'm going to go Yarrawonga just as well. Obviously being at home.
I'm going to ask Chriso first.
Oh, okay.
Oh, jeez. Saints by 3 points.
I'm going to go with Myrtleford just as well, and a beauty. It'll be under a goal. There you go, Robbie. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think the game we got later on today, Lavington and Wangaratta Rovers will be very similar.
We're doing this first quarter thanks to A-grade batteries and oils on 1494 201 1566 3E's O&M Live. We've got it across both stations on the O&M Live Facebook page, the website, live stream. Here is Robbie McKinlay to get us underway here at the JC Low Oval. Yarrawonga taking on Myrtleford. Is going to be a beauty on O&M Live.
Good on you, Panda. Let's rock and roll. Here's Lockie Howe up against Cal Crisp. Crisp went back after it again. A quick kick off the ground by Martin. Got the ball forward. Masters off half-back for Yarrawonga. Pumps the ball to centre wing. Nice pick-up and gather there. Was good by Willie Wheeler. Got his first touch. On to Lawrence. The kick was a beauty. I reckon that's a push after he marked it. Careful not to give away 50 there. And Mark Wiley, who kicked goals late last week, thought he might have a shot. He decided to play on. The ball, the kick was in towards Nick Fothergill, and it wasn't a really good one. He missed his target. And Myrtleford were able to lock it down. Panda, good, bright opening. Masters involved early.
Good touch as well for Willie Wheeler, isn't he? A thick operator. I mean that in a nice way as well, Robbie. He is a superstar. Wiley off a step, goes inside forward, 50 down there. Symes couldn't mark. Timmy Lawrence off the ground with a dribbler across the face of goal. So the Pigeons are on the board with the first point of the day. We played around a minute on the Macca's time clock here in this first quarter. The Yarrawonga Pigeons were the only score, one behind. Myrtleford yet to score.
Yeah, doing it for A-grade batteries and oils, and it'll be Simon Curtis who kicks in. He decides to go short, and he finds Callum Crisp, who's already had a bit of involvement. He thought about the short ball to Riccardi. He's a little bit indecisive, so he'll wheel around on the left foot. Kicks it long down the line. Masters there, intercept mark. Takes it at between half forward and centre wing for the Yarrawonga Pigeons. No score.
The time clock working, Robbie, over there. It's counting backwards.
Not just yet, Panda, which is awkward. Masters, I didn't click our own one on myself. Here's a chance. Ryan Bruce, handball to Fraunfelder. Back to Ryan Bruce. Check side kick on goal. Misses to the left-hand side. Minor score. So, Panda, we've got exactly almost 2 minutes. And it's the Yarrawonga Pigeons lead by a point.
Well, the game started at 2:06, so we might do it the old-fashioned one, our watchers, Robbie. Anyway, 2 behinds to the Pigeons. And the Myrtleford Alpine Saints yet to sort of go in their half. Anyway, Sammy Martin's got it on true centre wing, broadcast wing, right in front of the grandstand here at Yarrawonga. His kick up towards Declan Bren wasn't great, asked a lot of him. At ground level, the Pigeons swarm. Wheeler was involved. Urquhart wraps up Murray Waite. We're going to have a ball up right on true centre wing, right in front of Chris Mitchell, boundary side for Albury Wodonga MG.
Yeah, beautiful conditions down here. Crowd starting to build. We've got Jai Cross on sharp at the moment in the forward line. They're the only ones in the 50, so Myrtleford haven't got it up there yet.
And if you think the Hells Angels in town, you're wrong. It's the boats on Lake Mulwala. The what was it? The E.C. Griffith Cup.
E.C. Griffith, that's
Freaky.
right, Robbie.
Yep, I know you've been doing a lot of stats on that and summary on that, and it's been going around since 1948.
Logan Morey on Munro is going to be a good matchup, boys.
Yeah, good call, Mitch. That will be a beauty. Now, Willie Wheeler, kick was intercepted. Munro's a chance. We just spoke about him. He marks centre wing. Open forward line. I like the look of this. O'Shea not Sharp on the lead. Riley Sharp was a good lead. A beautiful kick. I love the way that forward line was set up.
What about that kick from Matt Munro? That was a fantastic kick. There was space to go into. He found the right pocket of space, didn't he? And Riley Sharp marked 50 metres out directly in front. This would be a confidence booster if you could nail this one, Robbie.
A Mawson's concrete player of the day contender already, Panda. Yeah, this is just what Riley Sharp would love to do here. Go back. He's going to have to kick it from right on the 50-metre arc. But he's directly in front. There is no breeze to speak of. Comes in now. Kick on the way. It's not too bad. Touched on the line. Good work there. Right on the line there. It might have been Caden Sharp. It was. So scores a level.
Yep.
No, it's 2-1. Yarrawonga lead.
They do indeed.
Got the rotations going early. Munro's having a rest already.
I've played about 4 minutes on the Macca's time clock, Freaky. Who's going to ride on the stat sheet at the minute for Waters?
Yeah, Lee Masters has just had his third disposal. Mark Wiley 2 and Willie Wheeler 2 for Yarrawonga.
So Masters goes out towards right half back, but it's been intercepted here by the Myrtleford Alpine Saints, and it's young it's Callum Crisp. Kurt Aylett's running for him into a pocket of space, tied up against the boundary about 60 metres out, and he marks Kurt Aylett. Was his best game for the year last year here. So he likes this ground. Anyway, goes inside forward 50, looking for Sharp. Good spoil there over the top from Cross. Martin found a hand pass. His teammate was crunched. Elijah Wales on the left foot. The kick isn't great. Out of bounds on the full. It's got stuck in the tree, Robbie. Look at that.
Oh, no, it
has got stuck in the tree.
I'll be stuffed.
Good luck climbing up there.
Well, how do you get that out of there?
What do you like with heights?
Oh, I don't mind heights. Look at that, the Sharon Stud. Our only chance if a kookaburra is just somehow...
Yeah, hoists it out, kicks it out, Robbie. Get out of my tree.
We've got a new one coming in, boys.
Here comes a new one. Well, look at that. Well, there's some young kid around here will... Well, they're shaking the tree.
Might be like the guy who stole Buddy's ball after his 1,000 stole.
That is extraordinary. Anyway, Elijah Wales' kick didn't go through for a point. Yarrawonga 2, the Myrtleford Alpine Saints 1. We've gone about 6 minutes of the Macca's time clock. That's on the Love Earth Store scoreboard, Robbie.
Look at this bloke's jumping
He's
up
on the
fence. Look at this. Brian Bruce marks a kick in. You watch the footy retrieval. I watch the football.
Righto.
Bruce kicks across goal to Lee Masters. How many stats is that now, Freaky?
He's up to his 4th already.
4th, what a stat. Bo Seymour, good grab. Good to see Bowie Seymour back. He is 3 metres from us now. He runs off the left foot, kicks it short, and it's a nice one too. It's a good start. Here's Einspawn. Marks on centre wing, Panda, and he's off for the races.
Yeah, played a bit of tack cup. That's a nice-looking kick, but it was too hot for Jai Cross. But it might work out for Masters in the middle of the ground. He picked it up like a racecourse, comes steaming through up the wing. Kick inside forward 50. Brian Bruce with a hand pass. He's 30 metres out. What a smother that was. I think it was Horrigan, your man, Robbie. A brilliant diving smother for the Myrtleford Alpine Saints. Saved a certain goal. Here's Byrne for the Saints. Goes out wide on the wing. Elijah Wales is marked. What about that smother from your man Horrigan for the Saints? Saved a certain goal, Robbie.
I was gutted when he was dropped after that first up game. Martin marks, centre wing. How many stats for Martin for Waters?
Martin's also up to 4 early.
Goodness me, and it's a delightful left foot kick to Maraka. Maraka, centre wing. Perfect conditions here. Oh, not a perfect spin. It was a wobbly, ordinary thing. Riccardi gathered the short ball, got it on to Del Bosco.
He's had a great start to the year, Robbie.
He could be in contention for higher honours, Mitchie Del Bosco. Kicks on. Chance here for Riley Sharp, and he's plucked it out. The big fella. A little bit of hurry up there from Riccardi. Got to pick your battle sometimes in life, and I'd get out of there real quick because Jai Cross and just said, look at Riccardi, and so I could eat you for brekkie, young fella. Get out of here.
Once again, though, that kick was a brilliant kick to space. Riley Sharp probably hasn't had that in the first couple of weeks, Robbie, but he's got it today.
He's almost in the netball courts. It angles that tight, Riley Sharp. He's going to kick from 35 metres. Kick on the way. Have a look at this. He's missed to the right-hand side. Minor score. So Myrtleford get... I thought they had already had a point.
They had. They just haven't put it on the scoreboard.
Okay, so how many issues of scoreboard? We think it's about 2-2.
We do. It is 2-2. That
7 minutes gone?
Yep, 7 minutes gone on the Macca's time clock. That's on the Love Earth Store scoreboard. Another possession. Right him down. Masters out of defence. His kick up towards half back. Symes couldn't mark. The ball's been brought down to ground level. Brad Freak for Waters.
As you say, Lee Masters already up to 6 disposals for Yarrawonga. Started the game hot, and Sam Martin 4 disposals early for Myrtleford.
We'll go down to Chris Mitchell on the boundary soon. Howe with the tap down to no teammate. The Saints wrestle this one forward, but it's been marked by Connor Griffiths at half back for the Yarrawonga Pigeons. Blake Panderescott with you. Brad Freak, Chris Mitchell for the Old Town and Country Tavern.
Yeah, I like young Connor Griffiths. Good game last week. A piercing kick. In there, could not find Harry Wheeler. Harry Wheeler went back at it. Here's Iron Spawn. The free kick's going to go the way of Harry Wheeler.
Game needs a goal, Robbie.
Yeah, it does. It's okay, Panda. Just do patience as a virtue, Blake. Logan Morey at half back. He's got a nice left foot on him too. Kicks it beautifully down the line, and Caden Sharp gets a little bit of a ear massage there from Riccardi. Goes short, and he finds Connor Griffiths, Panda, who I've liked the way he started the game.
Yeah.
Oh, and you say that, and what do you do?
He's kicked it out on the full to his bench.
Take it away, Panda.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a great kick from Connor Griffiths. Mark Wiley was his target, and he has played 100% of the year forward so far. Big Mac has Mark Wiley.
Well, he's coach, Panda. He can please himself, mate.
Yep, doesn't want to do the hard run in the midfield. No, I shouldn't say that. Munro, he likes to run and go. He's streaming through the middle of the oval, taking a bounce inside forward 50, looking for Kurt Aylett. Kick wasn't great. Morey on his opposite. You don't see left footers kick on their right too often, but he's gone out wide to Ryan Bruce. The Pigeons at half back. No goal. The score is 2-2 on the Love Earth Store scoreboard. We've gone around 10 minutes on the Macca's time clock.
Coburn, who is looking nice and fit this year. Very good game against Lavington last week. Goes down the line, kicks, misses Wiley over the back. Is a chance for Fraunfelder, but the boundary line's going to win. And speaking of the boundary line, let's just do that for Albury-Wodonga MG, Chris Mitchell.
Yeah, it's very strange. I'm right in front of both benches, which are in front of both crowds here. So, yeah, interesting setup here in Yarrawonga. But, yeah, Jai Cross continues to stay on Riley Sharp there. They've also got Bo Seymour, and obviously Lee Masters is getting plenty. So, the delivery's been pretty good to Sharp so far.
Inside forward 50, the kick comes from Iron Spawn. Down there is Lawrence. Sweeping up the Myrtleford Alpine Saints defence. They hand passed it out.
Oh.
The kick is not a great one out towards half back, but Riccardi mops up well. Dizzling and dazzling. Goes up towards centre wing looking for Sharp. It's a good battle between him and Jai Cross. We'll give that one to Jai Cross. He won the ball at ground level. Shove it, a hand pass out to Griffiths. He went by hand to O'Dwyer. Popped a hand pass over the top to his teammate in Cuppins, who got a hand pass off. Inside forward 50, the Pigeons go. Down there is young Simon Curtis. He's not very young, but a great kick out towards half back, and the Pigeons, the Saints are away.
Yeah, Murray waits. A piercing kick finds Callum Crisp. He'll look for Kurt Aylett on the lead. Logan Morey's there, and the kick wasn't a good one. Logan Morey judged it beautifully. Goes short. He finds Iron Spawn. I like this lad, Panda. And he kicks a nice one too and finds Coburn. Coburn off the left foot, down the line, gets over the back of the Myrtleford defender. Chance here for Yarrawonga. Free kick should go their way. It has gone their way. Kick in towards goal, deep to the goal square, off hands, rush through, minor score. So we have gone just on 11 minutes. The kick from Jackson Mead was a good one. Brad Freak for Waters.
Yeah, 6 inside 50s early for Yarra as ball's turned over.
The ball is turned over, and going in and winning it was Malachi Owens for the Saints. Kick out towards centre wing, too hot for Owers. It goes out of bounds for a throw-in. So the Yarrawonga are 3 behind, the Myrtleford Alpine Saints are 2, and we've gone around 12 minutes on the Macca's time clock. Brad Freak for Waters.
Yeah, 6 early inside 50s for Yarrawonga to 4 for Myrtleford. It's been pretty even so far. Both teams getting the forward half. Lee Masters already up to 6 disposals for Yarrawonga and 4 for Sam Martin.
Martin, we're giving that one Freaky. It was a nice little chippy kick. A handball was intercepted by Masters. Another possession to him off the left foot, down the line. Good defensive work there from Ryan Crisp. He doesn't miss too many. And it's a hard day at the office if you have to mount out with him, Panda Blake Escott.
Absolutely, wouldn't like it at all. I couldn't get a kick back on the day anyway, Robbie, so playing on Crispy would be no good.
Let alone playing on him. The ball spins back into play. Coming through hard there for Yarrawonga was Willie Wheeler. Handball back to Coburn, back to Einspawn. Einspawn kick, not a bad one. Finds Fraunfeld, told to play on. Back to Willie Wheeler. Handball to Einspawn. Kick inside forward 50. Big pack, ball to ground.
Free kick.
Free kick.
Yep.
Yep.
Dragged the arms, I think. Dragged him down.
And it's Lawrence who's going to have it, I think.
A bit lively early.
A bit sore for Myrtleford as well. A bit slow to get up.
Yeah, so Brady Sharp there. He is a little bit gingy.
Oh, wow.
He's like a half-open pocket knife, isn't he?
Yep. He's coming straight to the
Oh,
point.
dear. So, Lawrence, he's a good kick. Don't think about the short ball, young fella. Just drive it long. He does that, and he misses to the left-hand side minus score. So, Yarrawonga 4 behind, Myrtleford 3 behind. We've gone 13 minutes for Waters. Brad Freak, what are you finding?
Yeah, Sam Martin, as we said, up to 5 disposals. Lee Masters up to 7 now. Braden Coburn's got busy in the last 5 minutes, having 3 disposals himself.
So, Riccardi out of defence, beautiful looking kick. In fact, it had too much on it for his teammate Martin, and the Pigeons intercept. Dwyer's dribble kick wasn't great, but it was a good one-handed pick up there from Frontfeld. A hand pass was too hot for his teammate Munro for the Saints, going in and lending a hand at the defensive end. His kick out towards the wing, looking for Crisp over his head. Cross out the back for the Pigeons has started pretty well. He wants to see this ball over the boundary line, and the Pigeons will take it. Myrtleford Alpine Saints 70 from goal. I'm not sure what is going on with that scoreboard, Robbie, because it's got Myrtleford 7 behind, Yarrawonga 3, but we know that is not the score at all. I think it's 3 behinds apiece. We've played around 14 minutes of the Macca's time clock.
No one's got a goal, we know that, Panda. Munro, another possession for him. Kicks inside forward 50, Sharp. Takes it on the half volley.
He's paid it.
Yes, and umpire Dave Ryan says, I'll pay that. And
we
pay
saw
that
one
he has.
last night in the footy with GWS and St Kilda. A 50-metre free kick against Mackenzie when the ball hit the ground, and then it wasn't great anyway.
I didn't catch that one, Panda. I didn't watch a lot last night. No, out to dinner last night, Panda.
Whereabouts?
I'll tell you in a minute. I'm not sure if they're a sponsor. No, the locker room, mate, down there.
Oh, yes.
All right, Sharp. Riley. He'll kick from 45 metres. Kick on the way, the spin looks good, the accuracy's not quite there, so he misses to the left-hand side.
3 behind.
So the latest update on the scoreboard is Yarrawonga 4, Myrtleford 3, and we think that's about right.
Yep, it is. So,
right.
Taluki, Chilcott and the guys from Wangaratta Computers running the scoreboard on the live stream. We do apologise, but I reckon it's 4-3. Masters kick in. Has found Ryan Bruce at half-back, still inside defensive 50. That kick is a shocker. It's been intercepted by Malachi Owers. He's got Riley O'Shea in space. The kick wasn't great for him in the goal square, and that's gone through for a point. I said it before, the game needs a goal, Robbie, and I reckon you agree with me now.
Yeah, the first footy we got stuck in the tree. The second footy come out, they haven't been kicking it very well.
No.
That's a nice kick in.
Chris Mitchell, boundary side for Albridonga MG.
Yeah, we've got Brady Sharp still in benchy, boys. He copped a bit of a corky, so he's just a bit of a lower leg injury at the moment, but I reckon we might see him again soon.
Handball to Martin, got it on to Wales. Wales, Huey, goes long. Sharp couldn't quite grab it. Stays over the footy. They got numbers back. Gee, Cross did well there. Coming through was Sharp for Yarrawonga. Mopped up, good kick, and he gets it over the top to Urquhart, who spots a man on his own, which is Coburn, and Coburn could set up another attack here for the Pigeons.
Yeah, he can. He's got O'Dwyer out wide for him, and he goes there. So O'Dwyer on centre wing goes inside forward 50. I thought he was hit late. Symes in the pocket. The ball wasn't delivered great to him at ground level, and it's not good if you're a 6'5" ruckman like Brandon Symes him. Anyway, the Pigeons have gone from defence to attack. They got a throw in around 30 metres from goal. The score is 4 behinds. Myrtleford 3 behinds. We've played around 16 minutes of the Macca's time clock. That's on the Lovehurst store scoreboard.
Gee whiz, that's a good throw in. It got plenty of height. Might have lacked a little bit of depth, but it wasn't too bad. Riccardi, kick off the ground, and under sort of kick. Maraca comes in. That kick's going to be good. Oh, it's a 50-50 ball now. Lawrence was there, so was Fraunfelder. Tapped out cleverly there. But there's numbers over the ball. Myrtleford defend really well there. That was a dangerous sort of a situation. So ball up, 50 out from the Yarrawonga goal. It's Yarrawonga 4, lead Myrtleford 3. We're doing it for A-grade batteries and oils. Here's Blake Escott.
Give that one to McCarroll out of the ruck. He's got a big job today. McCarroll and Crisp up against Howe and Symes. Brad Freak for Waters.
Yeah, Lee Masters up to 9 disposals early, boys. He's been everywhere. As we said, Sam Martin's had 6, and Matt Munro's up to 5 for the Myrtleford.
Howe just put the knee right into McCarroll and said, cop that, young one. Maraca's kick into the middle of the ground. Was there a free kick there? No, there was. A play sort of just stopped. Anyway, Munro got a hand pass out to Maraca, who followed up his work. Inside 50, over the head of Owers. Here's a chance for young Bo Seymour. In fact, nothing young about Bo Seymour as well. Anyway, his left forward kick out towards Wheeler, up towards Howe, but Chris does well. Punches it over the boundary line, which reads 4-3 on the Lovehurst store scoreboard. Yarrawonga leading early stages in this first quarter, Robbie.
It's like a penalty shootout sort of scoreline, isn't it? And mentioned Bo Seymour, I'm sure his grandmother Betty would be listening. I love Betty. She's a staunch supporter of the Pigeons. And maybe even her son Stake up north would be probably listening too. Here's another one to Martin Freaky for what is the stats. Owers, well tackled by O'Dwyer. He didn't have a lot of room to move there, and he's been flung out over the boundary line. Chris Mitchell, boundary side for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, just thinking about Masters, guys. I wonder if the Saints need to do a bit of a defensive forward on him just to curtail the influence so far. He's red hot.
Brad Freak, Waters.
Yeah, he's up to 9 disposals early. Chriso's spot on the money there. Just trying to nullify his influence on the game, because when he uses it, it is so damaging.
Coburn was good to Harry Wheeler. Got it back to Ryan Bruce. Bruce kicks the ball down the line. Knocked off the ball. Cleverly bodywork. Simon Curtis got a little handball over the top. It's going to be good. All this kick's dangerous. Dangerous. It's okay, though. Chris lined himself up there. No, coming through, missed it. Symes was good. He's just going to kick a man on his own in the goal square. He said, stuff you, Fraunfelder! And it's going to cost him. He had him there in his own. Bailey Fraunfelder was just hoping he might have nibbled it over him, Panda. He didn't. He went glory or guts, and it went through the minus for a minor score.
I tell you what, that ball got stuck in the tree before. That ball almost got stuck in the cloud. That was going to bring rain. Anyway, Wales for the Saints is on true centre wing. They've moved this really, really quickly. Crisp has got Sharp at half forward. Sharp marks. All of a sudden, the Saints, you look up, they're 60 from home. Lead comes from McCarroll. Beautiful kick. McCarroll marks 40 metres out from goal, and a slight angle for the Saints. Chris Mitchell, boundary side for Albury-Wodonga MG. Wasn't that transition footy at its best? Yeah, it was just beautiful play there by Myrtleford, and both sides want to sort of chip and charge a little bit, but I think when they take the game on a little bit, they might find a bit more space. But yeah, McCarroll, probably a slight angle, but yeah, well within range. What, 35 out? Great foot skills. This kid played in their third premiership, Robbie. Yep. Young Will McCarroll lines up from 30, comes in, and he is missed to the near side. So the score reads 5 behind Yarrawonga, Myrtleford 4 behinds. We've gone around 20 minutes of the Macca's time clock. That's on the Lovehurst store scoreboard. Brad Freak, why can't they kick a goal? Tell us, what's going on with the Water stat sheet? Yeah, I'm not too sure. Yarrawonga's up to 10 inside 50s. Myrtleford's had 8. Both sides are playing a frenetic pace, really, up end to end. Hasn't been many stoppages, so I'm not too sure, Panda. Maybe the boys are getting a bit tired out there. Flat footy. Well, make it up, Freaky, if you have to. That's a good grab by Cal Crisp. Another chance, Myrtleford inside 50 again. Here's Big McCarroll. Seymour from on. Did he nudge him? No, he didn't. Play on's the call. Oh, it's a bone-crunching tackle. Handball went from Sharp onto Masters. Inside handball to Einspawn was good from Wiley. Now they take the ball up the line at centre wing. Through centre wing, a quick kick down the line by Jackson Mead. It wasn't Wiley before because he's chasing the ball 150 metres away. Gathered, tackled over the boundary line, and he's tipped over the boundary line. It'll be thrown in, Panda. You have a go, mate. I think it was Logan Morey, boys. Pretty unlucky, the Saints, not to get a hold in the ball there. And then you see how quickly Yarrawonga transition. It's in their forward half already. Transition footy from both sides is pretty good. So we've played 21 minutes on the Macca's time clock. No goal in this first quarter. We're doing it for A-grade batteries and oils. Willie Wheeler, his numbers in the first quarter. Thank you, Brad Freak.
He's up to 5 disposals early, and so is Braden Coburn. So the engine room for the Pigeons has really started well.
We'll chase the Yarrawonga news and gifts netball update very soon. And, of course, around the grounds, no games happening in the Ovens and Murray, but we'll chase some footy scores as well around the grounds for the Plough in Tarrawingi. Here's Robbie McKinlay for the Old Town and Country Tavern.
Thanks, Panda. Blake Escott. Handball by Wiley. Got a short ball to Frauenfelder. Lawrence might be a chance. Couldn't give it. Gee, that was quick hands. Snapshot. Frauenfelder gets the first goal of the game. And a much-needed one. A fantastic snapshot there. Still on goal of the day. Contender from Bailey Frauenfelder. They've had a few opportunities. And he is lethal on the left foot. Give him a little bit of room. And sometimes he likes it on the run more than the set shot. Pigeons lead 1-5-11. Myrtleford 4 behind. Brad Freak.
Yeah, it's sharpshooter around goals, Bailey Frauenfelder. We look at the Waters stats sheet. Simon Curtis up to 5 disposals. Sam Martin's had 7 for the Pigeons, and Matt Munro's had 6 as well. On the Yarrawonga side, Lee Masters has been the one boy. He's down back. He's up to 10 disposals early, and as we touched on, Braden Coburn and Willie Wheeler both had 5.
Chris Mitchell, boundary side for Albury Wodonga MG.
Yeah, to stand himself at the back of the pack there, Frauenfelder, and much needed goal.
So Howe with the clearance up towards Lawrence at half forward. I thought he was held without it. Wrestled to the ground, a big tackle from Wales. We got a ball up, edge of the square. Myrtleford end of the ground. They're about 70 from goal. What a big ground is it here, the JC Low Oval. Robbie, you can be one kick from home at any time.
And fit 12 tennis courts on it.
They can. Wales, I thought he was grabbed without it. Coburn comes through for the Pigeons on his left, goes up towards half forward. Symes was tripped. It wasn't intentional. He sort of just fell over the feet of Ryan Crisp, who keeps it in. The Yarrawonga Pigeons, with a lot of pressure, are fighting hard here in attacking 50.
That'll go against Ryan Crisp, I reckon.
Yeah, it is against Ryan Crisp, holding the ball.
Could be
Robbie, there's going to be a free kick here to Lawrence, I think, for the Yarrawonga Pigeons.
Looks like Frauenfelder.
Yeah, you're right, it is. It's Bailey Frauenfelder, who is 50 metres out, tied up against the boundary. If anyone can kick it, Robbie, it's him.
Well, sort of not on his preferred side in a funny old way, is it, Panda? But he's one of those blokes, he tends to kick these more than he does the front-on ones.
Well, he's right in front of the fans, and he'll turn to them and give them a bit of a fist pump if he's able to kick this one through. He's got a lead in the pocket from Wiley, ignored. Bailey Frauenfelder tied up against the boundary. I reckon he checked it late to the top of the goal square. Out the back, Liam Byrne just sees this one over the boundary line. We've played around 24 minutes. The Macca's time clock is a 7-point lead to the Pigeons. 14.94, 201, 15.663 in East O&M Live.
Big chance here into time on. Yarrawonga, can they get a back-to-back golds here? The ball's free. There's a bit of room as well. A short kick. Intercepted here by Urquhart. He'll have a shot directly in front. And Jordan Urquhart rams through the Pigeons second. Another turnover there from the Myrtleford Alpine Saints players in defence. And it's proved costly. Chris Mitchell, boundary side.
Yeah, it was Sam Martin did well to get the crumbs there, but his little chip kick didn't really find anyone. Went straight to a pigeon, and yeah, 2 on the trot. So it's just what they needed.
11 inside 50s to start this quarter for Yarrawonga, and they needed those couple of goals to get that ascendancy on the score. But as we've seen, it's been inaccurate kicking. It's the team that's been able to kick the goals has been the side that's obviously been able to get on top.
Riley Sharps kicked 3 points. McCarroll had a shot before, Owers as well, and it might come back and hurt the Myrtleford Alpine Saints. So they're down by 13 points, time on in this second quarter. Martin wants a free kick for holding the ball. He wrapped up Harry Wheeler. His numbers, are we following him on the...
No, we're not.
What is that sheet? That's all right, Freaky. Soon you'll be doing 10 blokes. Anyway, the Pigeons
Bit
by
of an awkward
hand.
moment there.
Clear it out. Another one for Masters. Right that one down, Freaky. Harry Wheeler with another hand pass out to Coburn, who started really well. Beautiful looking kick. Howe marks it half forward, and the Pigeons can go in again. Robbie late.
They will. Gus McLeod loves this bloke, Lockie Howe. That's a
kick.
chippy kick.
Wow. From
straight to Symes, who let out like a... Well, he's like Plug a Locket the way he let out there, and he's going to go short himself. He sees the lead. Curtis was good. Got a double fist into it, and Hourigan was there to ensure that the ball got carted out over the boundary line.
If you can have a ruckman deliver the ball like that, that is just such an asset to your side, isn't it?
Can't hurt you, Panda.
He is all class, Lockie Howe, having a good year. Ball comes back into play from the boundary umpire. We're going to have a ball up It's camped inside that pigeon forward 50. How many inside 50s have they had, Freaky, on the water stat sheet?
They're up to 12, where Myrtleford's only had 9 so far.
There you go. So can they pinch a late one here? We've gone 27 on the Macca's time clock. The Pigeons lead by 13 points. But the Saints come away through Sammy Martin. He's got space in the middle of the ground. A one-on-one contest between Munro and Laurie. Well done there from Munro, who just kept the footy going. He goes off the ground. He's just soccering off the ground like Lionel Messi. All of a sudden, the Saints are inside forward 50. He socketed it again. That was extraordinary. He's playing futsal out there.
He's going to get a free. Yeah, he got one high.
No, he was,
boundary throw in.
Not going to pay it.
Boundary throw in, but it wasn't that great. He was in the middle of the ground, socketed all the way up to his forward 50. Boundary throw in though, Robbie.
Graham Arnold was watching that.
He was outnumbered in the middle of the ground, tapped it to his advantage, and then socketed it to the 50.
Howe taps it. No one in particular. He got to Coburn, but immediately... Oh, he's pinged him! He has pinged him. Coburn has been pinged there. Kurt Ayler put him on the press on him. Not sure how much time he had to act upon that, Panda.
That was hot, wasn't it? That was really hot.
That's diplomatic. Blake?
Ayler kicked a couple of goals when he played here last year. He played a lot forward. It was at the other end of the ground, though.
They need this, Panda. After the siren sort of stuff here. Kurt Ayler, 35 out directly in front. Kick on the way, and he banged it through. Come on, the Saints supporters. Ayler gets there first. They're 1-4-10. They trail Yarrawonga 2-5-17. That is quarter time, Panda. Not a lot of goals, but there was plenty of action.
I can tell you one thing, Robbie. Myrtleford didn't kick a goal in that quarter, technically. It had to come after the siren. Well,
some of the great moments in sport come after the siren.
Brady Sharp's just returned from the rooms with his knee strapped, boys. So not great news, but I think we might see him out there in this second quarter.
1-4-10 to 2-5-17. It's a 7-point lead to the Yarrawonga Pigeons at quarter time. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the second quarter action right after this. On M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything. Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
Did someone say KFC? I don't care. I love it.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where there's industry qualified trainers. Go where students come first. Go for the community. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything. Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Hi, I'm Kylie King. I first fell in love with this region as the Prime News sports presenter. Sometimes this feels like my second home. I love our historic towns and vibrant cities, our passion for sport, and of course the people who make it special. And now I get to share what's important in our region with Kev Polton. So join us, Kylie and Kev for breakfast, weekday mornings from 6 on 2AY and 3NE.
From entertainment to news and subscriptions in between, manage select subscriptions in one place with Optus SubHub. Streamline your paid subscriptions and save up to 10%. It starts with yes.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
For a sustainable future, you're listening to O&M Live on 1566 3NE.
1494 2AY and 1566 3N's O&M Live. It's a 6-point lead to the Yarrawonga Pigeons at quarter time. 2-5-17, Myrtleford 1-5-11. Here's Brad Freak for the quarter's best. All thanks to Flexed Out Physio, Freaky.
Yeah, quarter's best there for the Myrtleford Saints in that first quarter. We had Sam Martin and Matt Munro were outstanding in the midfield for them. Got them plenty of ball and kept moving them forward. For the Yarrawonga Pigeons, it was Braden Coburn and Lee Masters. Lee Masters is outstanding in the back half there, had 11 disposals in that first quarter. If we have a look at the Waters electrical stat sheet, was, as I say, Lee Masters had 11 touches in that first quarter, Braden Coburn 7, and Willie Wheeler had 5 as well, so really trying hard for them. On the Myrtleford Saints side, Sam Martin had 9 disposals, Matt Munro 6, and Simon Curtis down back had 5. If we look at the game, has been pretty even. You can see that on the scoreboard as well, boys. 6 shots to 7. Obviously, inaccurate kicking is the theme of the game so far, but the inside 50s are pretty even as well. 12 to Yarrawonga and 10 to Myrtleford as well. And we look at the goal kickers as well. For Yarrawonga in that quarter, Bailey Frontfelder and Jordan Urquhart kicked 1 each, and Kurt Aylett, after the siren, kicked a goal there for Myrtleford as well.
Did you have a score in the netball for Yarrawonga News and Gifts? Thanks, Freaky.
Yeah, for Yarrawonga News and Gifts, Yarrawonga getting it done in the A-grade netball at the moment. 29 goals to 8 in the second quarter of that game.
A couple of Yarrawonga sponsors on board with us on 3NE and 2AY's O&M Live in 2022. Yarrawonga News and Gifts, great to have them on board under new ownership, which is fantastic. They've had 2 Division 1 lotto winners in the last month, Robbie.
I should have got one down there this morning.
Chris Mitchell, how'd the coaches go down there, boundary side for Wodonga MG?
Yeah, well, as you would expect, Yarrawonga were pretty confident and happy with how their first quarter went. I think Mark Wiley, although he spoke quite quietly, I did take out that he was pretty happy with their back line and their attack on the ball. Jake Sharp had his tricks really quiet and tightly huddled as well, and was barking some orders. Very hard to make out what he was saying, but I did have a big revelation from a couple of Saints supporters, and they said that beer was more expensive for travelling supporters than it was for the home side. So, just a bit of money there for you boys, but interesting.
Home ground advantage. I like it. Quickly, Freaky, around the grounds for the Plough in Tarrawingi. Speaking of beer, great spot for a beer, the Plough in Tarrawingi.
Yeah, in the AFL game that started this afternoon, with Western Bulldogs taking on Adelaide in Ballarat. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, Bulldogs up by 2 points, 25 to 23.
And here it's the Pigeons by 6, and it's Robbie McKinlay on O&M Live.
Quick kick out of the middle by Willie Wheeler. Kick off the ground was clever. Gee, that was smart by Tyler Harrington. Picked up by Aylett. His handball by Ryan Bruce intercepted that. Knocked it towards Urquhart, who kicked it gold late in the second quarter. And Simon Curtis marks at half-back for the Saints. So, goes stats for Curtis, for Waters, Freaky.
Coming up for his 6th disposal.
Yeah, okay, so round about par. Short balls, almost centimetre perfect. Missed there by Cal Crisp. Turned over, Sam Martin through traffic, left foot kick, inside forward 50. Ryan Bruce marks at half-back for the Pigeons.
Sam Martin looks like he's got a lot of time.
Yes.
Sort of like Scott Penderbury a little bit when he's got that much time. Anyway, the Pigeons go out wide here. It was a nice kick from Ryan Bruce. Howe marks on centre wing. Goes in towards half forward. Well done intercepting for the Saints at half back.
Great news, boys. Sharp's back on the ground and started on Symes.
Kurt Aylett it was, and he goes short, barely 15, to a teammate in...
Our man, Sharp.
Yep, our man Brady Sharp back on the ground. He goes out wide to Simon Curtis. It's a 6-point lead to the Pigeons. We've played a minute on the Macca's time clock. Second quarter action thanks to solar integrity.
Riccardi, who's been pretty busy as per usual. Oh, his kick's not a good one. It's intercepted by Mark Wiley. So number 4 kicked it to number 4. Wiley now, he'll go short. Not a bad little chippy kick. Finds Jacob Adkins, who come into the side this week. Now he's going to go long and wide. Sitting under it is Bruce. Might open up the space. Declan Bren did really well there. Held the play. Here's Masters. Oh! A little bit of candy was good. Spawn marks half forward. Goes short. And he finds Zach Cuppins. And he should be able to find Symes, and he does. And Symes will go back and have a shot, Panda. Resistance won't trouble him.
That is the blueprint for how to move the footy, Chris. So it was a great switch from Adkins and then great movement down the wing. That was fantastic pigeon play.
Yeah, Masters sold a bit of candy too, and no Saints guys got near that. So about a 3-player attack, and Symes runs in for a goal now.
We got a great look at this one. Brandon Symes, 48 metres out. Kick on the way! Has missed to the right-hand side. You went a bit early, Panda.
I thought it was
an occupational issue for you over time.
Oh, Robbie.
Take it away.
Not bad from yourself. Not bad from yourself at all. The EC Griffith Cup, you can go and call that. You keep going, Robbie. Of course, not at the moment. So through for a point from Symes. He's got a couple of points. And the Pigeons now lead by 7 points. Brad Freak for Waters.
Yeah, Kurt Aylett's had 3 early disposals in the second quarter. He only had 2 in the first, so he's one that the Saints would like to get busy.
Of course, you can hear this on 1494 2AY and 1566 Hello to you on the live stream. Mitch Del Bosco's kick out towards the broadcast half-back position to Wales. He goes inboard, chews off the 45 to Owers. Still inside defensive 50, though, the Saints, and they're going to switch it back out the side they just came from, Robbie.
Yes, once they came, and, well, they've sort of got nowhere in a way, although they are getting a little bit of footy in their hands, a little bit of rough stuff going behind. Oh, Huey Wales involved, and Lawrence. They look at each other. Now, Huey might just... He doesn't. He holds it, which is a good call. Sam Martin, another kick to Del Bosco. He has a bit of room in the midfield. Goes quickly off the left foot. Down forward, Riley Sharp. Ball over the back. Bruce Ryan, been good. Handball back to Seymour. And a nice little kick across to Jai Cross. And he spots a man in Lockie Howe at half-back, Panda. And Yarrawonga, at the moment, look to have the control.
They do. 3 minutes gone on the Macca's time clock, and they've got a 7-point lead on the CMV truck and bus scoreboard. The Pigeons go across the ground again, and it's Ryan Bruce who's marked in defensive 50. His kick out towards Iron Spawn, who dropped an absolute sitter, and it's out of bounds for a throw-in. 60 out from the Myrtleford Alpine Saints goal. Chris Mitchell, boundary side for Albury MG.
Yeah, I think Onspawn's been quite good so far, but that one bounced off his chest, and not a great spot if you're a Yarrawonga defender at the moment.
He looked like Panda at second slip. It just nearly blew a hole in his chest.
I never go there, Robbie. I drop him too much.
Martin over the footy, tackled immediately by Cuppins, and umpire Dave Ryan. He says, give it to me. Always wears the cap, Dave Ryan, Panda.
You get burned on a day like today. I hope they got the sunscreen out in the boats for the EC Griffith Cup.
Local copper. Dave Ryan, good follow. He's going to make a decision here.
Slight breeze, boys, makes it perfect conditions down there.
Now, the free kick's going to go the way of Mitch Del Bosco. He decides to go long, a little bit favoured to the pocket. They've got numbers. Who else, Panda? Have a guess who marked that.
Lee Masters.
And the kick's a beauty, and it finds Ryan Bruce, who, in my opinion, has been as good as anyone on the ground today.
Yep, they're going to go out towards the Yarrawonga side of the ground, in front of the tennis courts. Lawrence marks on true centre wing. He's got Mark Wiley hunting for him. Mark Wiley marks right in front of the scoreboard here.
Geez, they've moved the ball well, Panda, haven't they?
They have indeed. He's going to go back to O'Dwyer, and they want to switch the ball again. It's worked effective for him. Seymour marks at half-back. This kick's going to hang a long time in the air, asking a lot of how. McCarroll came across and made a contest. We've got a Saints player down. We'll get Chris out to watch that.
Yeah, a bit sore, but he's getting up. He'll be
courage from Aylett.
Free kick to Murray Wade, who was grabbed without the ball, and the Saints are just going to measure it down a little bit. No, he plays on, and he's going to go inside forward 50, Robbie.
Yeah, how about the courage of Aylett? Oh, the mark! Top of the goal square. Well, maybe exaggerating a bit, 25, 20 metres out directly in front. Sharp has taken the mark, Riley Sharp, but if he kicks this goal, the courage of Kurt Aylett backing back into that pack. I think it was a big Lockie Howe. Yeah, absolutely mince-meated him.
Yeah, Lockie Howe's a bit sore. He's just come to the boundary, boys.
Well, Aylett is still on the ground, and Riley Sharp.
Kick one, he kicks 0 goals 3.
Kicks 3 behind today, Panda. I've got him. He'll whack this one down, Freaky, for Waters.
Robbie.
Here comes Hey, I'm in form last week. Riley Sharp comes in now. Never in doubt. Riley Sharp, so back-to-back goals for the Myrtleford Alpine Saints. And all of a sudden, Blake Escott, we have a 1-point game. Yarrawonga 18, they lead Myrtleford 17. Let's go down to the boundary side for Albury Wodonga MG, Chris Mitchell.
Yeah, they seem to have wrestled back a little bit of momentum, the Saints. Sam Martin's been instrumental in that. He's just come off with a little bit of a blood knee, but we'll see him very shortly.
One thing we've noticed earlier in this quarter, boys, Myrtleford have been able to set up behind the ball a bit quicker. Yarrawonga in that first quarter able to move the ball a lot quicker. We saw the one transition here with Brandon Symes having that shot, but other than that, Myrtleford's been able to slow them down, get the turnover at half-back and get the goal.
So McCarroll and Symes back in the middle of the ground. Put this one down for Willie Wheeler. That was great movement. Good clearance. He could get again there. Symes burn him. He does a U-turn, but he goes inside forward 50. Great looking kick for Mead. That is a delicious delivery from Brandon Symes and Jackson Mead with the jukes.
You like his jukes, don't you?
Yeah, I do. And he goes short and finds Nick Fothergill. So Fothergill has marked 30 metres out directly in front. He went back and lost a little bit of ground there, did Mead, Chris O, but Fothergill's probably in a better position.
Very good in front of goals, Fothergill. Comes with a big reputation. Panda, as he just checks his Instagram account?
Not at all. Checking Rob Eves, the Instagram handle. So he's a Canberra Demons best and fairest winner, Nick Fothergill. Another one of these Williamtown fellas. And he's got a shot 30 metres out directly in front.
Jeez, I'd like to buy real estate off here.
So Fothergill comes in and drills it. Robbie said he was a good kick and he didn't let him down, so the Pigeons answer and they go to 3-6-24. The Myrtleford Alpine Saints 2-5-17. That's on the CMP truck and bus scoreboard. We've gone 8 minutes on the Macca's time clock. Chris O, boundary side, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, well, much needed goal for the Pigeons. I thought the Saints had started to get on top a little bit, but great to see Brandon Symes in the ruck. I reckon he's really versatile. Something we haven't seen so far. He's mainly been parked forward for the Pigeons, so yeah, he's getting first use of the ball in the middle.
Kurt Aylett's been good in this quarter, boys. Obviously took that big hit from Lockie Howe there, backing back, was really courageous. Had 3 disposals, and so was Mitch Del Bosco, the captain, who had both had quiet first quarters, but really coming into their own in the second quarter.
Now, the field umpire just threw that ball up. Keep an eye on him, Chris Mitchell. He was limbering up, stretching, looked like a calf. A calf. Murray Wade, a little dribbling kick towards Ryan. Gone. He's picked up and dumped. No, he had no prior opportunity.
He went to fake a
very well
Robbie.
umpired. Hey, it's the modern era. You just get hands bound, Panda, hands down. Take it away. Come on. Get a bit of that anger out.
Not sure what you're watching, Robbie. Anyway, Symes with the tap down.
No, well, it was this umpire, Panda, who was stretching up like as if he's about to run the 100 metres. So keep an eye on his calf,
All right,
Mitch.
we'll get Chris O to watch that. No one won that ruck contest. Wheeler just went in there and won the footy for the Pigeons. Symes on his opposite, mongrel punt kick across the ground, but good body work there from Masters, even better body work there from Byrne, who done pretty well there for the Saints. He went by hand to Maraca.
Good kick.
Great kick. He was getting tackled and he chiseled one to Aylett. He's going to send the Saints inside 50. Look at that for a kick. Riley Sharp marks a beautiful lead. Riley Sharp marks 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle. What about that kick?
Caught it beautifully, Panda, and the Saints are very happy with Joshy Maraca's work there. He got slung to the ground and managed to get a beautiful kick away, and yeah, the Saints are going to line up sharp with another goal, hopefully.
This is his 5th shot on goal, Robbie.
Yes, so happy they're dragging him off the ground. I'd have said, get stuff, Sharpie.
The modern game.
Oh, no, I don't like it.
So Sharpie, Ryan will kick probably from the paint. He's just chipped this to the goal square really, really late. I think Wales and Murray Waite flew down there. That was a weird shot on goal because the Pigeons repel Robbie in a contest. Iron Spawn going in here was Murray Waite. He shoveled a hand pass out wide to Del Bosco, had to give it straight away. Hourigan tied up against the boundary, inside 50 to the back, to the top of the goal square, off hands, crisp. He couldn't find a teammate. Going in there was Aylett. It's just been booted off the ground and Wales marks. Huey Wales has marked.
He'll have a shot.
It was a kick off the ground, Chris O, that went about 15 metres, and Huey Wales has marked 40 out.
Reached over the top of his Yarrawonga opponent and plucked it, didn't he? So, and he likes his chance. He's going back straight back for a left-footed goal.
Rare opportunity for Huey to get on the money here.
Could go out in the full.
Well, it was over the top of young Zachariah Cuppins, who's about 5'9", and Wales just used that to his advantage. So Huey Wales, left foot kick, it's out to the left and it stays left. So the Saints go to 2-6-18, Yarrawonga 3-6-24. That's on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. Brad Freak for Waters.
Yeah, Kurt Aylan, as we touched on, boys, up to 4 disposals. Mitch Del Bosco up to 4 in this quarter. Simon Curtis has had 3, and 3 for Nick Fothergill as well.
Logan Morey, handball to Masters, who kicks down the line, and it's a good one too.
We're out here.
And he finds Sharp with the handball for Yarrawonga. Goes short, finds Wiley. Wiley finds Lawrence. Well, no, it is Lawrence. Lawrence, good kick too. And he's found Jacob Adkins. So they're moving the ball nicely here. They lead by 6 points. Told to play on. Kick inside forward, 50. Good grab. A really good grab taken by your man, Panda.
Yep.
Jacko Meads.
Like him. He debuted in the middle part of last year. I reckon it was against the Saints. Watched him and he was really good on debut. He's a good size, isn't he, for a young man?
He looked a bit anxious to pass it off, but he's going to decide that he's going to go back and have a shot. He's going to kick from 48 metres, tight angle. He's got the journey. He's got the distance. He has levelled this. He's kicked the goal. So the margin goes out to 12 points. That was a good kick from a man who supposedly lacks confidence, having a shot at the big six, Panda. And Yarrawonga, 4-6-30, lead Myrtleford 2-6-18, 12.5 minutes gone. And that is on the Macca's time clock on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. Chris Mitchell for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, time's off and Lockie Howe's had a good rest and he's going straight back in the middle to take this bounce, boys.
Yeah, Yarrawonga's really been able to take advantage of their inside 50s in this quarter, guys. They're up to 4 early in this quarter, up for 2 goals. So when they're getting in there, they've been able to hit the scoreboard, where Myrtleford have had 5 so far.
So it's a 12-point ball game. Yarrawonga lead here in this second quarter. We're doing it thanks to Solar Integrity. Want to get Chris Mitchell's thought on Yarrawonga's ball movement, because it has been elite today. They've got the overlap and the switch a couple of times. We'll go down to Chris O now. It's been fantastic, haven't they? They've been able to get the extra number to outnumber, obviously, the Saints.
Yeah, and that started in the back line. I think they've really controlled proceedings there and really split Myrtleford open and controlled the ball along the wings, and they've been able to get forward 50 entries quite easily.
Oh, well, gee, Munro might have got one a bit high there. He has, and it was pretty well officiated by myself there, Panda. Munro now swings around the left foot. Pink boots. Munro kicks it deep. Coming through hard there. Brought the ball to the ground. Chance here for Riley O'Shea, who, like Huey Wales, doesn't get many shots on goal. And just like Hubert, he missed it and minus score. So margin back down to 11 points. Myrtleford 2-7-19. Trail Yarrawonga 4-6-30.
Yeah, early in this quarter, as we said, guys, Nick Fothergill up to 4 disposals. Myrtleford's up to 6 inside 50s as well, so they've started this term well.
Jordan Urquhart marks at half-back, and he goes to Zachariah Cuppins, who's still at half-back, but he's got a player out wide, Lawrence. He's had a really good game. Up and down the wings has Timmy Lawrence.
Covers a lot of ground, Panda.
Yep, likes his TikTok.
Yes, does he?
Yep, so Timmy Lawrence goes up towards half-forward. Over the back of all comers here. It's a chance for Jacob Adkins. Clean pick-up. He's tied up against the boundary. Banana, great little kick in towards. Is that Mead?
No, it's your man Cuppins.
It is. It's Zachariah Cuppins who's marked. Top of the goal square. A brilliant kick, Chris O, from Jacob Adkins, right back to the hot spot.
He just put the wheels down, didn't he? The afterburners, no one could get near him. And a bit of a banana right in the hot spot there, and he think a certain goal for the Pigeons.
Once again, the ball movement's too easy out of the defence for the Pigeons. Jake Sharp won't like it. Cuppins comes in and goals, and all of a sudden it's a 17-point lead to the way of the Yarrawonga Pigeons. 5-6-36, Myrtleford 2-7-19. Brad Freak, what are you noticing on the water stat sheet?
Yeah, as we say, inside 50s have been quite level in this quarter. Yarrawonga's only had 5, but they've been able to kick for 3 goals in this quarter, where you look at Myrtleford, who had 6 inside 50s, but only for the 1 goal. They've had plenty of opportunities as the scoreboard reads, but just haven't been able to put it on the scoreboard and put it into goals and be able to make that distance back up on the scoreboard against Yarrawonga. And the Pigeons have just been able to hold their noses in front for most of the day so far.
Here they come, the Cockatiels, guys. The white Cockatiels around about this time. Oh, I've had a gutful those boats myself, Panda. I've only been here a minute. Up high went McCarroll, got a clever tap to Munro. Reckon he's been Myrtleford's best, streaming through the middle of the ground. Left foot kick, not a good one, and it's chopped out there and marked by guess who? Lee Masters, who does it so many times, Panda. Kick down the line's not bad towards centre wing. Gathered here by Harry Wheeler. Got it. Oh, nice work by Ironspawn. Back to Willie Wheeler, sorry. Handball over the top to Coburn. Coburn runs inside forward 50. Wiley missed it. Chance for Symes. Kick off the ground by Brady Sharp was okay. Intercepted handball by Cuppins. Got it back to Coburn. Coburn goes long to top of the goal square. Ball bounces free. Handball by Sharp. Over the top. Immediate pressure. Didn't have the footy. Was Wicks.
There's a free kick.
Kick to Wiley, is it?
Tight in the pocket. It's for an off-the-ball incident, Chriso. I think, yes, Brady Sharp sort of tackled him and went on with it a little bit.
Yeah, I thought Simon Curtis was going to get a free for over the top of the shoulder, but it might have been holding him a bit long. And, the coach is going to line up for a shot at goal.
He was stiff not to get a free kick before for a chop of the arm, so this might be an even up.
Well, he's only 10 metres out, but he's very tight angle. I think he's going to come around the left foot. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. He missed. He didn't swing it enough, Panda. If you're going to swing
like you're bowling.
Exactly. It's been an issue, and he kicks to the left-hand side, minus score. So Yarrawonga stretch that lead now, Panda, out to 20 points. Sorry, 18 points. 5-7 to 2-7.
18 points in the CMB truck and bus scoreboard. We'll go to Brad Freak on the water stat sheet.
Yeah, up to 8 inside 50s apiece here in this quarter, but just haven't been able to put it on the scoreboard, Myrtleford.
Fothergill with a bit of candy to Symes. Had to go back to Fothergill, and the Pigeons are sort of moving the footy around at half forward. Coburn got one around the top. Play on.
He must have missed it.
Wow, he got one right around the melon. Anyway, the Saints repel. All of a sudden, they're up at centre wing. Owers has got a paddock in front of him. He's got McCarroll as the deepest one. McCarroll marks 55 metres out.
Go to
Wales is leading into the pocket. Wales and O'Dwyer in a one-on-one. Kick wasn't great. Well done there by Wales for the Saints, who made a contest, but Ryan Bruce just trickles this one over the boundary line. All of a sudden, the Saints managed to score, but Chriso boundary side for Yarrawonga MG. The Pigeons should have had a shot from 40 out. Almost directly in front. Coburn got one around the chops.
We all thought it was a free kick, but yeah, the Saints did well to slingshot it up to their end, but they're in all sorts of trouble at the moment. Yarrawonga is calling all the shots.
Hands down, boys. Hands down, please. Handball went to no one in particular. Chance here for Myrtleford. Aylan, a good raking kick off the ground. Gee, he'd go right at centre forward for the Socceroos, who need a bit of work to do over there, Graham Arnold, the boys.
There's a couple of times now you mentioned Graham Arnold. You a fan?
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I don't mind. When Liverpool are winning, I'm up and about, and that's happening a bit of late. Ball comes back into play. McCarroll gives the tap to Howe. They need a goal here, Myrtleford. Swinging the ball out the back. They tried to get it to Owers, and it's going to be balled up. Panda 35 out from the Saints' goal. Yarrawonga 37, lead Myrtleford 20. 18 and a half minutes gone on the Macca's time clock.
Yep, another one for the Pigeons here. Really hurts. It's up the right end of the ground if you're a Saints fan, though. Is there a free kick there? No. I thought McCarroll was grabbed without it. We've got a secondary ball up, 30 metres out from the Saints' goal. We'll go around the ground soon, thanks to the plough in Tarawinji and Chaser. Yarrawonga News and Gifts netball update. McCarroll just flew. Mark grabbed it out the right and centre goalwood. But Ryan Bruce back there has been one of the Pigeons' best marks on defensive line, and he switches the footy out to Connor Griffiths. In fact, it's Nick Fothergill. Robbie?
Fothergill goes short, and he finds Gus McLeod's favourite player in that one's Murray, Lockie Howe. He must have played at Blackburn at some stage, did he?
I thought his favourite was Lee Williams.
Well, yeah.
Lee didn't know who he was.
Who? Sharp has it. He looks to give it off to O'Dwyer. Now he does with a beautifully timed handball. O'Dwyer's worm burner finds Bo Seymour right in front of his grandma, Betty, where she loves to sit up in that stand. And Masters has it. Masters has it. Get ready to chuck him down. What's his stats now, Freaky, as he kicks it down the line to Griffiths?
Had 16 disposals today, Masters.
Goodness me, that's a good day already. And what are we? Bloody nearly 20 minutes gone in the second quarter. Griffiths told to get on with it. Symes will eye this one up. Chris from behind gives him an ear massage. Over the back here, Adkins went for it. Mead says get out of the road. And the ball's going to be thrown in. Right in front of you, Paddy. You are seriously, what, 2 metres from that footy at the moment?
I'm 2 metres. I could throw this footy back into play.
Well, throw it in and call the action, Panda Blake Escott.
I'll call it all thanks to the Old Town and Country Tavern, but this young fella's going to do a great job Great throw in. Howe and Crisp. There's a free kick here.
Yep.
And it's going to go the way of Callum Crisp. Howe thought it was a free kick to him.
Hands down. Yes.
But it's a free kick to Crisp.
Holding his jumper, it was full.
17-point lead to the way of the Pigeons on the CMB truck and bus scoreboard. Chris, we'll go to Freaky first for a water stat sheet. Then I want to know what you do if you were Jake Sharp, because they're under a bit of pressure here, the Saints.
Nick Fothergill's got busy in this quarter for the Pigeon guys. He's up to 7 disposals, and Lee Masters had 5, and Willie Wheeler's had 5 as well.
Munro gets it midfield. Put him down for another stat, Freaky. He goes short and gives Sammy Martin another one. 2 nice left-footers. Inside forward 50. Great grab. Cutting in there. Just looking, it might have been Connor Griffiths. I think it was indeed. His kick's a good one. He finds Lockie Howe, who will eventually handball it. He does. Going to have to hurry to Sharp. Sharp goes short here to Wheeler, who handballs it back to Masters. Masters kicks it down the line. No one at home. Munro gathers. Kicks on the left foot. Dangerous kick. Oh, a missed opportunity there. Ball midfield. Big play coming up here. Coburn goes short. Wiley gets it on the half volley. Handball over the top to Cuppins. Cuppins a look away. Handball to Adkins. Adkins wasn't looking. That's where the problem started. Ryan Bruce gathers. Picked up through traffic. Handball to Adkins. Go back and kick a goal, young fella. And Symes marks on the second bite. With the second bite, it was through the stick for a point, Panda. A sensational behind, I'd have to call that.
That was very, very interesting play. It was a play full of mistakes, Chris.
It was a Mawson's concrete player of the day.
Both sides look like they are absolutely buggered. Boundary side for Auburn on their MG.
There is a slight breeze, but it is quite warm. I think there's plenty of Saints players, particularly coming off pretty stuffed at the moment. But yeah, great play by Atkins. He's got some great wheels. I reckon he had a shot and didn't quite make the distance, but yeah, well on top of the Pigeons.
Here's a chance for Wheeler. He's intercepted. He goes by hand to Urquhart. Goal! The Pigeons goal! That is a steel line goal that a contender and a Mawson's concrete play that the Saints from the kick-in weren't able to make any effect of it. Freaky and the Pigeons answer.
Yeah, have to give real big hat off there to Ryan Bruce there, boys. He had the 3-on-1 that set up the point before that, but then also, again, had the second effort 30 seconds later to be able to get the ball out there for Urquhart to be able to get that goal. Absolutely brilliant effort for him in the forward half there for the Yarrawonga Pigeons. Inside 50s have been exactly the same this quarter, but the Pigeons have just been able to take their chances when they get in there. It's 10 apiece, and Yarrawonga's been able to put on 4 goals to 1 in this quarter.
They look similar out there, Ryan Bruce and Urquhart, Robbie, but Ryan Bruce has been one of the Pigeons' best players.
He's had a great second quarter. His ball handling has been just, as good as anyone on the field. And Harry Wheeler, the way he attacked that footy, and a clever inside handball to Urquhart. A lot of players like yourself might have had a snap on goals. He's kicked 2 goals, Urquhart, today.
Yep, but they've kicked the last 4, the Pigeons.
Last 4, there you go. I think scores might have even drawn level. Freaky.
Yep, and boys, Lee Masters has made his way down to full forward.
That's a good move. I like that.
They're a bit stretched down there. I don't mind it at all.
Righto, where are we? Martin missed it, couldn't get it. Handball. Oh, that was clever work by Willie Wheeler. He's handballed to his teammate, and he put him under he's in more trouble than early settlers, Panda. The free kick's been won by Malachi Owers, right in the middle of the ground here at the JC Lee Oval. 24-point lead to Yarrawonga.
So Owers is just going to send this inside forward 50 down there offhand. Ryan Crisp has swung forward.
Didn't pay it.
Wasn't paid the mark. Very stiff. So Masters has gone to full forward for the Pigeons, and Crisp has gone to full forward for the Saints. There's a ball up, 40 out from their goal. I thought Crisp was
Look at this, great umpiring.
Very unlucky. Great umpiring because there's a fight going on, and the umpire just threw the footy up. O'Dwyer, quick kick out towards half back, but it's been marked here by Aylett, who's going to send the Saints back inside 50.
He loves a bit of a blue there, Ryan Crisp, doesn't he? And he's just pulling his shirt back on now.
There's a man on. Declan Brand was all by himself in the pocket then.
Martin off the left foot. Here is Riley O'Shea. Kept the ball in front of him to Curtis. Curtis quick fire handball back to Del Bosco. Del Bosco goes short. Carefully don't give away a 50 there. Finds Sammy Martin. Runs almost inside forward 50. Oh!
No free. Unbelievable, boys.
Another one's gone down. And this time he says, give it to me.
Unbelievable.
Goodness me, they were going down everywhere.
I'm all for letting it go, Robbie, but that was a clear free kick to Declan Brand for front-on contact. That's as clear as they come.
He got mowed down like a Bren gun, didn't he, for old Decky? Oh, and he got tossed away there. He got slung to the ground. Well, Panda, take it away. It's heating up a bit here at the JC.
It is, and on our ambience mics, we're right on top of the Myrtleford Alpine Saints bench, who aren't happy because they're also trailing by 24 points. 6-8-44, Myrtleford 2-8-20. 25 gone on the Macca's time clock. That's on the CMV truck and bus scoreboard. Brad Freak, what are the water stat sheets saying?
Yeah, Willie Wheeler's had 6, Lee Masters had 6, and Nick Fothergill's had 7 disposals for the Pigeons in this quarter.
So they go inside forward 50 here, the Saints, but it's a shallow entry and it's been marked at half back for the Pigeons by Griffith. Liked his game, Robbie. He's been okay.
Been all right, young Connor Griffiths. Goes short. Oh, well intercepted by Simon Curtis. He showed a bit of candy. He played on. He kicks backwards. Two Myrtleford blokes run into each other. Eventually, Aylett got a handball to Brody Riccardi. The bounce needs to be good. It's swooped upon here by Harry Wheeler, running through midfield. Got to look away. Handball might have been to Cuppet. That was Fothergill. All on his own is Masters. Masters runs in, 35 out, and has pulled it to the left-hand side for a minor score. That had all the makings of a Mawson's concrete player of the day. Oh, a bad turnover in Myrtleford, and they got let off the hook. It's a 25-point lead to Yarrawonga. 26 and a half minutes gone on the Macca's time clock.
Well called there, Robbie. They really were let off the hook. He probably could have had another 3 bounces and run into an open goal there. But, Masters took his chance and had a shot and just missed.
Tell you what, Jake Sharp will not be happy at all at half-time. His brother's just been pushed in the back and he's got a free kick.
No advantage, though.
The Saints bench are quite happy. Anyway, but it's a long way from where Riley Sharp would prefer to take this kick because he's at right half-back. Scoreboard side of the ground. He's going to go up towards the wing. Chris came late and gave away a free kick to the Pigeons here. I think it's going to go the way of Lockie Howe, is it? No, it is Caden Sharp.
Sharpie.
Nicknamed Donkey from Finley. There you go. Done a bit of research, Robbie.
Yeah, I can't get the connection.
Sharp's going to go towards half forward. Masters out the back, just marked. Handball to Lawrence. Lawrence, goal. In fact, it's Frontfelder. Bailey Frontfelder with a steal line goal today. And Mawson's concrete player today, that's his second. And all of a sudden, the margin is out to 32 points. Brad Freak on the water stat sheet.
Yeah, Lee Masters has got his fingerprints all over this game. It doesn't matter where the ball is. He's around it. Today, he's already had 19 disposals just before half-time. Nick Fothergill in this quarter has been really, really good. Had a quiet first quarter, only 2 disposals, been really strong in his term. He's had 8, 10 for the game. Willie Wheeler's had 6 as well. For the Myrtleford side, their midfielders have been getting plenty of the ball, but they just haven't been able to get to the targets inside 50. Kurt Aylett's had 8. Mitch Delbosco's had 6. Sam Martin 5. Curtis 5 as well. So the prime ball winners for Myrtleford have been getting their hands on it. They just haven't been able to hit the scoreboard. Oh, sorry, not hit the scoreboard, be able to kick goals in this game so far.
Well, the Pigeons have hit the scoreboard very well. They've kicked the last 5 goals. Panda Blake Escott has just informed me. McCarroll handballed it back to Munro. I reckon he's been their best. Matty Munro goes short and he finds the Maraca. Joshy Maraca kick. It's a tricky one and Del Bosco can't mark it. Munro says, get out of the road. I'll clean it up. Off the left foot. Looks for Elijah Wales. Wales marks, he's a long way out, Panda. He's 48 metres. He's right on the boundary line. He kicks it towards the top of the goal square. They need Sharp to take a grab. And he has, under all sorts of pressure. Pretty sure it's Riley Sharp under that pack there.
Yeah, it is, boys.
But a Mawson's concrete player of the day for Matty Munro there. He took it upon himself to clean up a little bit of ugly football. He won the ball out of the middle originally, and then he just tied it up, Panda. And now this is a massive kick.
Huge kick, because the margin's 31 points.
So he won't be able to run around, boys.
No.
Siren's gone.
No, that's a good shout out there, Chris Mitchell. Boundary side for Aubrey Wodonga MG.
Aylett nailed one after the siren in the first quarter at quarter time. Can Sharp do the same thing at half time here? They need it. They really need it.
Unusual to see this happen, isn't it, Panda? Jack Rewald had 3 after the siren the other day. Sharp, don't play on, young man. Riley Sharp looking for goal number 2. Comes in and he gives Myrtleford a late goal. One they needed after the siren. So at half time, Yarrawonga 7-9-51. They lead the Myrtleford Alpine Saints 3 goals, 8-26. Myrtleford kicked the first goal of the quarter. They kicked the last goal of the quarter, Panda. The issue was the 5 in between that were all kicked by Yarrawonga, my friend.
Yep, margin blew out to 32 there, or 31 points in that second quarter. Now it's a 26-point margin. 3-8-26 to 7-9-51 on the CMV truck and bus scoreboard. We're going to go to our halftime break. On the other side of this, the halftime show, all thanks to Supreme Skylights. You'll hear Brad Freet and Chris Mitchell completely dissect this one. A good half if you're a Yarrawonga Pigeons fan. Don't forget, Lavington and the Rovers coming up straight after this. 2 games of O&M live action, and the only place you'll hear it's 14.94 and 15.66 3&E.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything. Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
Did someone say KFC? I don't care. I love it.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where there's industry qualified trainers. Go where students come first. Go for the community. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything. Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Hi, I'm Kylie King. I first fell in love with this region as the Prime News sports presenter. Sometimes this feels like my second home. I love our historic towns and vibrant cities, our passion for sport, and of course the people who make it special. And now I get to share what's important in our region with Kev Polton. So join us, Kylie and Kev for breakfast, weekday mornings from 6 on 2AY and 3NE.
From entertainment to news and subscriptions in between, manage select subscriptions in one place with Optus SubHub. Streamline your paid subscriptions and save up to 10%. It starts with yes.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Live on 1566 3NE.
Welcome back to O&M Live. This is the halftime show brought to you by Supreme Skylights. We're at the JC Low Oval, where the Yarrawonga Pigeons are leading the Myrtleford Alpine Saints by 25 points. I'm Chris Mitchell. With me is Brad Freaky. A great finish there for the Saints with Sharp getting a goal, a much-needed one, but the Pigeons well on top, mate.
Yeah, Pigeons are really dominant in this game, as you said, Chris. So they really needed that goal after the siren there from Riley Sharp to just give themselves a bit of momentum going into half-time. So Yarrawonga's looked a far superior side so far. Just been able to move the ball so quickly, Chris. So I think that's the one thing that stands out to me. I don't know about yourself, but just their transition from the back half to their forward half is just really catching the Myrtleford Saints out.
Yeah, Matt Munro's been the best for the Saints, but they seem to lack a bit of speed. But Yarrawonga's setting up really well, setting it up from the back line and transitioning the football quite easily, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Early in that second quarter, Myrtleford, I think at times actually got their zone set up all right, and they weren't able to the Pigeons weren't able to get that sort of, I guess, slingshot in a way, get the ball moving out the other end, but they were able to break that down and go even wider and be able to use those switches and crosses to be able to get that bit of space and just use their sleek speed as well and just get on top over the ground. So, I mean, and the other thing as well is they're taking their chances when they're going inside forward 50. I mean, when we look at the Water stat sheet, inside 50s are very similar, but Pigeons have just been able to hit the scoreboard and kick goals, more importantly, on a regular basis.
Now, you're doing a great job on the stats. We'll go to them in a minute, but we'll firstly start with the Flex Out Physio quarters best, mate. Quite easy to pick Myrtleford, so we might start with them before we go on to the home side, the Pigeons.
Yeah, for Myrtleford, Matt Munro, as you touched on there, his leg speeds look really good. And the way he's used the ball as well, he's been probably one of the better ball users on the ground, especially probably the best ball user for Myrtleford in this first half, I would say. And Sam Martin as well, he's really tried hard, been in and under, been able to get it out to Munro to be able to get that leg speed and use it and move the ball going forward. I mean, and on the Yarrawonga side of things, Lee Masters, I mean, for mine, he's probably nearly been the best man on the ground. He played down back late in that second quarter, was able to play in the forward half and set up a couple of goals. So he's been really, really strong as well.
And missed a shot as well.
Yeah, missed a shot himself as well, as you're right, Chriso. And Ryan Bruce, a couple of efforts he set up a goal. There was one effort right on the forward 50, right in front of our commentary position out here at the JC Low Oval as well. And then another second effort, a minute of 30 seconds later, which was able to cause a turnover, and then that was a second goal for Jordan Urquhart today. So he's a couple of really big efforts, and they're the things that Mark Wiley, as coach, should be really, really strong on and really pleased to see at half time.
And it's 16 scoring shots to 13 for Myrtleford. Where do you see the game being won and lost at the moment? Obviously, the Saints have all their work to do in the second half, and you have done a bit of research of their past performances and seem to play one or two quarters of good footy, seems to get them over the line. They've got their work cut out in the second half.
Yeah, as you say, Chris. So just looking back at their first games of the year, obviously they played North Albury last week, which you take care of the business there. But looking at their first two games against the Wayne Rovers and Lavey Panthers, they were only able to win 2 quarters of football in the game out of the 4 quarters. So they're only split at 4 and 4. And I mean, if you want to come up against these better sides, you've got to be able to win quarters of footy. You've got to be able to put consistent performances together. You can't have lapses like this quarter where you concede 5 goals to 2. So, I mean, for a side from like Myrtleford that had really high aspirations for themselves this year, and it was a trend I noticed last year doing the stats as well, that they tend to I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm not sure exactly why it is, but they only play a couple of quarters, and teams are just letting other teams back into the game, or conversely, in this game, getting themselves too far behind. We've seen that in the other 2 games against Wangaratta Rovers with 4 or 5 goals down, were able to come back that day. The second game against Lavington as well, again 4 or 5 goals down, but were able to come back as well.
Who are they?
If they were, I'm not sure, but obviously they'd be looking for that consistent effort over all 4 quarters. They wouldn't really. You obviously prefer not to be in this sort of hole and build yourself back up, but it's something that they'll have to look at, and I'm not sure exactly how you rectify it. It's obviously the effort over the 4 quarters, because they've got the ability, they've got the players, just not sure what the issue is with it there.
No, on paper they're a better side. I think they've changed a few things around. Chris finished that quarter in the forward line. It's their forward 50 entries, I think, are really hurting them, and the rebound footy from the Pigeons has been quite damaging on the flip side, isn't it? And they seem to be outnumbering them at the contest on the way up the ground. Their half forwards are leading up quite high, and they're getting a bit deeper, probably entries one-on-one in the 50 metres in the circle, and it's creating better scoring opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. I think probably one of the most underrated, that we haven't even spoken of today, probably one of the most underrated departures that Myrtleford have had is Lee Dale leaving. Riley Sharp today, as we touched on in pre-game, hadn't had a great start to the year, but today I think he's been one of Myrtleford's best up forward. He's really presented well. He's had 5 or 6 shots a goal. He's kicked a couple of goals already.
And the one on the siren was an absolute game. Yeah. Keep them in the game, wasn't it? It was a huge goal for them.
Yeah, so just missing Lee Dale in that forward half, just having that second key forward, you can just see that the Yarrawonga defenders are able to roll off their men and be able to impact the contest more so. So, I'm not sure, as you say, they're going to have to get creative a little bit. Obviously, putting Chris down there late in that second quarter obviously gave Riley Sharp a bit of a chop out as well. But yeah, it's things like that Myrtleford are really just struggling with at the moment.
What are some other options up Sharp's sleeve? Obviously, he'll have a few. On paper, they've probably got a better side than the Pigeons, but they seem to be better structured at the moment, Yarrawonga. Lee Masters is obviously doing anything he wants, playing all ends of the ground. The Wheeler brothers, Willie and Harry, have been really good. Fothergill's popped up. Atkins has shown a great turn of speed there for the Pigeons. And a hard match-up in the forward line there. I guess they could put Simon Curtis in. They probably need maybe a bit more speed in the midfield, but it sort of seems to be maybe on the flanks more so that it's breaking down, and also the entries. It's just going over their head again as soon as they kick it in.
Yeah, absolutely. As you say, I think that's the thing, Chris, as you rightly touched on there. I think it's just those entries inside forward 50. There was a couple of times where they had the ball about 50 or 60 metres out and had men out on the flanks and on the pockets, but they just didn't pull the trigger quick enough. And if they just pull it that little bit quicker, give him that extra couple of metres, because you're obviously letting the Yarrawonga defender make up those couple of metres as well by the time that you're hesitating to take that kick. So just be a little bit quicker ball movement, because if you look at it at the other end, as you've touched on, the quick ball movement of Yarrawonga is really catching Myrtleford out, and they've been able to break into space and use their leg speed to break the lines and be able to get more shots at goals. So I mean, they could take a little bit out of what Yarrawonga's doing, but obviously I'm not sure exactly how they slow it down, just because, as you touched on, Chris, I just don't know if Myrtleford has the leg speed outside of Matty Munro, but he's not really a defensive player. You want him moving forward with the ball. You don't want him going backwards with the footy. So I'm not exactly sure what the answers are for Myrtleford at the moment.
No, I think they're really missing Matt Dustin, who's out with COVID this week. Obviously, he's a real link-up player. They've been playing him mainly on ball as an on-baller, and that transition from defence to attack, I think they're really missing at the moment. So Matt Munro has been outstanding in that regard. Sam Martin's battled gamefully, but they probably haven't got enough support, I don't think, at the moment. But on the Waters stats, mate, what's been telling so far? The goal kickers, I think Riley Sharp's got 2-3. We've got singles for Aylett. For the Saints as well, they've only got 3 goals, 8-26. And on the flip side, the home side, Bailey Freinfelder, he's taken the most of his chances. He's not going to get a lot of it, but he makes the most of it, doesn't he?
No, absolutely. A bit of X factor about Bailey Freinfelder as well, as you touched on there, Chris. So just be able to take his chances around goals. And Jordan Urquhart's another one. He's kicked 2 for Yarrawonga. And singles to Nick Fothergill, Jordan O'Dwyer, Jackson Mead, and Zach Cuppins has also kicked a goal.
Symes has got 2 behinds, but he's also played a little bit of ruck, which I think is probably his better position.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you think, but he seems to be moving quite well there and getting first use of it.
He does look, he's moving really well. And their ruck combination of Symes and Lockie Howe has been really telling in their ruck. Obviously missing Dawson Simpson today with COVID as well. It's really hurting the Myrtleford Saints today. So we'll see how they can go in this second half. If we look at the, as you say, what a stat sheet, as we said, inside 50s 23-24 in favour of Yarrawonga. I mean, it's a little bit, if you look at that 16 shots a goal to 11 with similar inside 50s as well. So the Pigeons are just taking more chances at the moment, Chris.
All work to do for the Myrtleford Alpine Saints in the second quarter. It is the Yarrawonga Pigeons leading by 25 points at half-time. We might go to a quick break. This was the half-time show brought to you by Supreme Skylights. You're listening to O&M Live. On an O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Wangaratta Motor Group.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything. Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan Intelligent Mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
Did someone say KFC? I don't care.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where there's industry qualified trainers. Go where students come first. Go for the community. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0. The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Hi, I'm Kylie King. I first fell in love with this region as the Prime News sports presenter. Sometimes this feels like my second home. I love our historic towns and vibrant cities, our passion for sport, and of course the people who make it special. And now I get to share what's important in our region with Kev Poulton. So join us, Kylie and Kev for breakfast, weekday mornings from 6 on 2AY and 3NE.
From entertainment to news and subscriptions in between, manage select subscriptions in one place with Optus SubHub. Streamline your paid subscriptions and save up to 10%. It starts with yes.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Specialist. You're listening to O&M Live on 1566 3NE.
25-point lead to the way the Yarrawonga Pigeons were about to get underway here in this third quarter. We're doing it all thanks to STY Metals. O&M Live on 1566 3NE and 1494 2AY. Robbie McKinlay, what do the Saints need to do in this second half if they're going to nudge their way to a victory here?
Well, they need more players to lift. Apart from Martin and Munro, who's starting on the bench, there's not enough contributors, Panda.
Back in the middle.
As we start, don't we? Take it away, my friend.
Absolutely. So Crisp is going to go back in and shovel it out to Curtis. He looks like he's gone in the middle of the ground, Robbie, so they've made a move there. Aylett went to Martin, who had a really good first half. Huey Wales has got to get rid of it because he was going to get run down there from Lawrence with the Pigeons. He's put on a really good chase. Over the head here of all. Wales went in and swooped on it like a pigeon, and we got a free kick and a whistle here. It's going to go the way of Yarrawonga. So
Maury.
It's going to be a free kick here to Logan Maury. A strange one. Not sure what for anyway.
Well, I missed it. I was checking the raffle ticket number, and we missed that too.
So watch that scoreboard as well, Robbie, because the time clock's counting up for 30 minutes. So we've gone 1 minute. We've gone 1 minute on the Maker's time clock. And Mead is going to send the Pigeons up to the wing, but it's a great intercepting mark by Ryan Crisp.
He's as tough as they come, this fella. Crisp, he handballs backwards. Into Harrington, who goes forward. Declan Brand missed that one. Good work out the back. Iron Spawn got a clever tap from Fothergill and kicked across the ground to Howe. Howe marks at half-back. How'd you enjoy those potato cakes at lunchtime, Panda?
Three potato cakes in the canteen. They were brilliant.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. Logan Morey's kick's a beauty. A good guess by Murray Waite, but clever work there by Willie Wheeler. Handball to Ryan Bruce. Clever mark by your boy, Zachy Cuppins. A little bit of showtime there for Zachariah. And he's going to go long. He plays on. He kicked one goal already today. Bumping kick inside forward 50. Symes over the back. Missed it. Chance here. Oh, he got one high, I think. And the umpire had a good deal with that one, Panda.
So it was really stiff because I think there was a free kick. Probably should have gone to Myrtleford for holding the ball there. Someone down there just dropped it. But went in, Fothergill here, put his head over the footy and won himself a high free kick. And he's already kicked one, Robbie.
He has. I think he's too far out to score, Panda, but...
Well, I hope he proves you wrong here.
Yeah, well...
Kick this from 50, right on 50, won't he?
Yep.
Confident, boys. He's lining up. His eyes aren't darting, so let's see how Fothergill goes here.
He is a nice shot on goal, but it's the distance that worries me, Panda. He gets a good bit of it.
Wow.
Oh, get that up here, he says to Robbie Mack, and he bangs through Yarrawonga's 8th goal, the first of the second half, and he has got 2, or Panda's telling me something else. 8-9-57 Yarrawonga. Myrtleford 3-8-26. That's on the F45 Wangaratta scoreboard. And on the Macca's time clock, we have gone just over 3 minutes. Brad Freak for Watters.
Yeah, Nick Fothergill's starting to put together a really nice game. He's up to 11 disposals and kicked the 2 goals as well. He's been really lively for Yarrawonga Pigeons. Had a really good, strong second quarter with 8 disposals. Lee Masters, as we said, has been probably the best man on the ground so far. He's up to 19 disposals for the game.
Boundary side, Chris Mitchell for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, I'll just look at the midfield of the Pigeons at the moment. They're well on top. Obviously, Harry Wheeler and his brother are doing really well. But Coburn, I think it's the lesser lights that are probably getting the job done and proving the difference.
Martin and Munro are almost doing it by themselves here at the minute for the Saints. Martin sends them up towards half forward. The ball's under about 10 blokes here, and we're going to have a ball up right on the paint. Yarrawonga town side of the ground.
So there's a lot of paint out there.
Yep.
There's a lot of paint out there, isn't there?
Obviously from the tennis tournament, the Easter tennis tournament they had last weekend. Howe won that ruck contest. I reckon there was almost a free kick to the way of the Myrtleford Alpine Saints here. But anyway, they got a chance to go inside 50. Maracas kick's going to bring rain. Well done, Murray Waite, made a contest. Brung it to ground. Aylett snaps and goals.
Great goal.
Steer line goal today. Something from nothing from Kurt Aylett. He grabbed it, chucked it on the boot. And all of a sudden, Myrtleford Alpine Saints go to 4-8-32. Yarrawonga 8-9-57 on the F45 Wangaratta scoreboard. Chris Mitchell for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, they probably haven't had the run of the green with the umpires, have they, boys? There's a few that they've probably missed. But, yeah, great goal there by Aylett, who spent most of his time forward, a little bit in the midfield. But, yeah, much needed reply there.
Brad Freak? Yeah, as Christos rightly points out there, Aylett is actually the leading goal kicker for Myrtleford so far this year. He's up to 7 goals for the year. He's really adding that string to his bowl. Midfielders that kick goals are invaluable.
Umpire Dave Ryan sets play back into motion. Great tap there by Chris. Intercepted though by Fothergill. Got a short kick. Inside ball over the top now to Willie Wheeler. Handball ends up with Urquhart. Urquhart kicks it inside forward 50. Almost. Ball spills free. Fothergill. Oh, handball was beautifully read and intercepted by O'Shea. He got a hand on it. Otherwise, Yarrawonga were going to run into an open goal there. That was a big play from Riley O'Shea. Ball up. 50 out from the Yarrawonga goal. Here's Blake Panda Escott.
All thanks to the Old Town and Country Tavern. There's a wrestle on behind play between Aylett and Fothergill. Play goes on. Here's a chance for the Pigeons. Connor Griffiths on the left. He's sending it goalward and it's through for a goal. Was it Griffiths?
Might have been Fothergill.
I think it was. Fothergill's banged through his 3rd goal and a steal line goal today contender. That's his 2nd goal in this quarter. 3 for the game. And the Pigeons, just like that, Chriso, kicks one straight away again. They extend that margin back out to 31 points.
Yeah, that scoreboard pressure is really going to come back, I think, to bite Myrtleford. Yeah, he's had a quick break as well, but Fothergill's had a great start to this 3rd quarter.
Gee, that was a classy finish.
Up to 4 disposals already. Just to go on with Chriso's point there, Fothergill, he's had 14 for the game and now kicked 3 goals. He's turning himself into playing a really good game today for Yarrawonga.
He sort of flew under the radar a little bit, didn't he? I mean, we're talking about Gibbons and Williams and Cross and all these blokes, but he's been their best pick-up by a mile.
Done well. Chris got another tap, but they can't transition that into a centre clearance.
He's going to ping him in.
And he's going to ping him. Well, Munro has been pinged there. He didn't get it out, he said. He did not have a crack at getting it out, and so it'll be Harry Wheeler. Goes sideways and kicks it to Ryan Bruce. Bruce goes down the outer flank. Kick is a beauty. Oh, Wiley dropped what he might have normally taken. A half-volley handball, shoots out now. Chris with a hurried kick off the left foot. Down went Owers, marked by Masters. Masters kicks into the half forward, and Murray Waite did well. Got in the road for Myrtleford and won the footy on the rebound. Don't penalise him for that. Don't penalise him for that. It's going to be give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
That was well done by Murray Waite, because Frontfelder was going to mark that ball 40 out directly in front. So pushing back to help out his defence. They need it because they're under the pump here, the Saints. Fothergill with 2 goals in this quarter. And Aylett with a goal for the Saints. Munro off the right, goes inside forward 50. It's not a great entry. Well done. Sorry, the Pigeons go inside forward 50. All flying there, I think, was Frontfelder. Symes was tripped. Umpire said play on. Frontfelder's going to kick a goal. Bang. He does. Bailey Frontfelder goes bang. In fact, it was touched off the boot.
Good pick up there, Brad Freak.
Yeah, very well done there.
The day,
very well done there from Brad Freak. The margin now 32 points on the the F45 Wangaratta scoreboard. Chris Mitchell, boundary side for Yarrawonga MG.
Yeah, the Saints are struggling to get it over halfway at the moment, so I just need to get maybe slow the ball down a little bit, get some chip kick going, but they just can't get their hands on it to do that, so plenty of work to do.
Mitch, keep an eye on Elijah Wales running through the middle of the ground now. He just got up limping before. I think he's okay, but just might keep an eye on that one. Ball up on the other side of the ground on centre wing. Umpire Ryan flings the ball in the air. Chris gets another tap. Beautifully executed to Munro. Munro goes short to Maraca. Maraca was spun and turned and tossed and whipped around like a cork in the ocean in the end there as Ryan Bruce Gabbard got a quick handball there to Harry Wheeler. Over the top now, the kick midfield is a beauty. Finds Lawrence. Handball now. Over the top, Griffiths. Geez, he's opening up here a bit now. Iron Spawn goes short. Frontfelder loves these. He can run onto it. Got through 1. Got through 2. On the right foot. Marked last line of defence by Brady Sharp, and it's an old mongrel torpedo that goes to half-back, and Bren's there, a chance for Myrtleford.
Yep, Martin's in there as well. Sorry, Waite for the Saints. He just tapped it out to Bren, who put his head over the footy. I thought he cut one high.
I thought he ducked.
And the umpire says, well, stuff is both, wasn't high, didn't duck, and it's a ball up at half-back here for the Myrtleford Alpine Saints, and they trail by 32 points. We've played 8 minutes with the Macca's time clock. Bren is going to clear this footy up towards half forward. Is he going to find the boundary? Riley Sharp kept it in, just nudged Seymour under the ball. He went by hand to Ryan Chris, who did a Dusty Martin fend-off and went back by hand to Maraca. Beautiful kick in towards Owers. Owers marks for the Saints, tight in the pocket up against Lee Masters. So this is right in front of us, right in front of our commentary position. Malachi Owers snuck forward. They have to do it the hard way, Chris. So it just looks like their ball movement it's taking them a lot more to go forward than what it is for the Pigeons.
Yeah, and a couple of young guys got involved in that, which is probably need a bit more of in this second half. But yeah, right from the boundary, really hard shot, and that's where most of their shots have been as well. So yeah, difficult one here.
So Malachi Owers, that is a shocking kick. That is found touch. That's kicked out where we parked on the curb there, Robbie, and the big Kylie and Kev bus didn't register a score, and the score reads 9-10-64, Myrtleford 4-8-32. They trail by 32 points. There's more remarks in defence for the Pigeons.
What's the arrangement for the parking fines, Panda?
Send them straight to Andrew Harris.
Okay, right. I'll leave you to do that. Ball's a boundary throw in right in front of the interchange box there, and that's boundary umpire Nelson Butterfield, who plays a bit of lower grade cricket for Lavington. Panda.
Does he?
Yeah.
Batter or a bowler?
Oh, modest performer. Loves his cricket. Over the top. Cuppins, his handball's intercepted nicely by Callum Chris. Got it to Curtis. Curtis got a short handball to Martin. Martin, he found his left foot. Pack of players. Yarrawonga got the numbers. Ball come to ground. Logan Morey, clever. Working hard here now is Maraca. Maraca gathered the ball for Myrtleford. Kicks it inside forward. 50! And it's been marked there by Riley Sharp. 40 metres out.
Maraca kicked it to Owers before, and another beautiful pass there.
Yeah, and they need to lift those boys, Mitch. That's what's going to get Myrtleford making some impact on that scoreboard.
He's made some really good decisions today, Joshy Maraca. I think he's been one of the Saints' best.
Well, we got Riley Sharp right underneath us here, 2 or 3 metres away from us. He starts to walk away from us now. Yarrawonga have doubled their score. It's 64-32. They need this goal and they need it now. Myrtleford, Sharp comes in, kick on the way. It started right and there's no breeze to bring it back, Panda. It was one like your little doodly medium paces that went straight as a gun barrel for a minor score. Brad Freak for Waters.
Yeah, Myrtleford is starting to get on top in the inside 50s in this quarter, so they are starting to control a bit more of the game. But as we are seeing, guys, they haven't been able to hit the scoreboard enough at the moment. Obviously, Riley Sharp really needed that one there for the Saints.
Kicked 2 goals for Riley Sharp. So the scoreboard reads 9-10-64, Myrtleford 4-9-33 on the F45 Wangaratta scoreboard. Ryan Bruce for the Pigeons sends them up towards the broadcast wing. Adkins is over this footy. We're going to have a ball up. So it's fair to say the Saints definitely need this one. They've been inaccurate. 4-9. Sharps kicked 2-4. Symes with the tap down. Cuppins, who's had some moments today, that's almost holding the ball. In fact, it's not almost, it is. So here's the chance for the Saints. A free kick for Liam Byrne on the broadcast wing. He wanted to go by hand to Munro and he's been called to play on, Robbie, but it's been smothered.
Yeah, smothered, ugly. Just no composure there. Fraunfelder was so clever. Kicked it off the ground to half forward. Harrington went in hard at the footy. And I think it'll be a ball up. The umpire is hovering, and he says, give it to me. Puts both his hands towards his chest and blows the whistle with a nice amount of definition. Up she goes. Symes, that was a good springing leap. Aylett couldn't get it. Good work there by Fothergill. Couldn't get a handball. Oh, that's a throw, is it? No. Cleverly tapped there by Wheeler. Harry into half forward. Good spoil from Wicks. And Huey Wales should be able to bring the ball out of the fence. A nice chipping kick to Del Bosco. They're going to go from here, Panda. You've got to keep running it. Del Bosco's kick's a high one. Gives Maraca a bit of a chance. Take it away, son.
Yeah, it was really good pressure there from Bruce, who came across and just got in front of Del Bosco. Maraca's kick up towards the edge of the paint. Over the head of Malachi Owers. The hand pass from Brent has been quiet. Wasn't great. You'd hear the groans then for the Myrtleford Alpine Saints bench as O'Dwyer marks at half back and goes out towards the scoreboard wing. And Bruce, I thought he almost held on to that one. That was a great contest, but he punched the ball along the ground to Harry Wheeler, who's got time to come inboard on the left and finds Nick Fothergill. How many on the Water stat sheet for Fothergill, Freaky?
16 disposals for Nick and 3 goals.
Over to you, Robbie McKinlay for the Old Town and Country Tavern.
Lawrence with a left foot bullet finds, I think it's Fraunfelder.
Yep.
And he might look at going back to Lawrence. Fraunfelder the size, no, stuff it, I'll go on me left. And he misses to the right-hand side, so he's been in the game all day here, Fraunfelder. You've got him down for how many? 2 goals, 2? 2 goals, 2 it is. So the Pigeons, the margin's at 32 points. And that, to me, is a game high, Panda.
It is indeed. It's been 32 a couple of times as the speedboats go up and down Lake Mulwala for the EC Griffith Cup. The ball's out there on that far wing. Urquhart went by one hand and Riccardi intercepts for the Saints. He takes a bounce. Good pressure came there from the Pigeons and just forced Riccardi to kick it up towards half forward to no teammate. Masters sweeping across goal. The kick's got to be a good one. Arslot of Coburn. Owers caught Coburn high. Play on advantage for the Pigeons. Griffith, well done there by Owers just to force him to come out wide. And Fothergill again, he has been everywhere. Marks on the wing and goes inboard to Bruce. The Pigeons by 32 points on the F45 Wangaratta scoreboard. We've gone 13 on the Macca's time clock.
Back to Fothergill again, collects, kicks it to Symes. Symes in front of Curtis Marks, so...
Working up and down the ground, Fothergill doesn't seem to have an opponent though, and
no,
touches at will.
And he's just running at his own rhythm at the moment.
Look at this, they're out here.
Wheeler, handball now to O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer goes long from behind though, the ball cannot be indisposed of. And Riley O'Shea marks, kicks it, it's a good one too. Finds Riley Sharp, move it quickly. Cal Crisp has got a tall order, cross from behind. Brings the ball to ground, good defensive work. Crisp stays in front of the ball, cross-tracks him. Boundary line looms, and boundary line wins out. Chris Mitchell, boundary side for Albury Wodonga MG.
Yeah, 2-on-1 there for Chris too, son, and that's been the story of the day. The Pigeons have been able to out-muscle and out-manoeuvre the Saints in the back half there and getting the job done.
Been super impressed with Nick Fothergill's game today, guys. He had 2 disposals in the first quarter. Since then, he's had 15 for the game, and kicked the 3 goals as well. He's been outstanding.
About to say, he's hit the scoreboard as well, and here he is again, riding down for another Water stat. Went by hand, on hands and knees, Masters and Munro. Obviously did battle as well with Werribee and Williamstown, big rivals in the VFL, and they're rivals here today. We've got a ball up inside the Saints forward 50, but it's right on the edge of the paint, right up against the boundary line. Here's Robbie McKinlay for the Old Town and Country Tavern.
Fothergill could not control it. Here's Maracca. He's lifted. Cross the body kicks, not bad. Good defensive work. In fact, Connor Griffiths, he got a fist on it and then he got the crumb. So he quite rightly was paid a mark. A nice weighted kick. It's good. It finds Ainspawn at half back. He has a bit of a darting eye glance. And, that's a free kick. Wheeler should get a free kick. No, he's not. So
he caught one right across the ear, didn't he? An old-fashioned ear massage.
He got the ear massage. He got the lot, Panda. The only thing he didn't get was a free kick. And this will be up. Boundary up. Hey, chuck it in, Nelson. Fling her in, son. And that's umpire Nelson Butterfield's going to throw it in, Panda. And it's a nice toss, too.
It's a 32-point lead to the way of the Yarrawonga Pigeons. 15 gone in this third quarter. We're doing it thanks to STY medals as the ball almost comes over the boundary line. Murray Waite kept it in, though. Goes in towards the pocket. Wrist flew high, and Sharp has caught Griffiths high. Our ambience might picking up just a little bit there. We will apologise, but that's okay. It's country footy, Robbie, on 1494 2AY and 1566 3E. Third quarter action thanks to STY medals as Griffiths kicks the Pigeons up towards half-back.
You know, you've liked his game. Good discipline from Howe. Knocked the ball from behind. There is Fronfelder. Wicks is there. Austin Wicks. Just a bit of work in the headset there. Handball was missed. Chance here for Byrne. Through traffic, the kid did well. Got it on to O'Shea. Aylett was the target. Wiley got it. Wiley stood his ground. Got it through to Griffiths. Had his head pulled off.
Fothergill.
It was Fothergill. Put him down for another stat, Freaky.
How many's he had in this third quarter?
Yeah.
This will be his 10th disposal.
What?
And we've gone 16 minutes on the Macca's time clock.
It was probably a good tackle on anyone else, but Fothergill's quite small, guys, so got him high.
He's got Adkins in the middle of the ground in a heap of space. Look at that for a chiselling kick. Adkins marks. As I say that, though, he doesn't really have too many options forward, so he has bang smack in the middle of the ground. The Pigeons by 32 points, 17 gone on the Macca's time clock. Adkins is going to go very, very wide.
He'll be make Mulwala in a minute.
He will be. Ironspawn, well done there by Riccardi, but Ironspawn was good enough to get around him. He's going up the wing, taking one bounce. He's going to send the Pigeons into the pocket. What a kick and what a play by Ryan Ironspawn. A Mawson's concrete play today, and Mead marks for the Pigeons. In fact, it's Cuppins. He's going to send them to the hot spot in a lot of space. Coburn marks 30 out, too easy.
Good kick, great kick.
The foot skills have been pretty sensational, I reckon, Yarrawonga today.
It's been a big difference, hasn't it, Chriso? That execution around the ground under
really
pressure.
Clean. Yep, definitely.
Yeah, the Myrt have just struggled to use the ball under that extreme pressure that Yarrawonga put on them.
There was a Mawson's concrete play today from Ryan Ironspawn to set that up. A great kick from Cuppins. Can Coburn finish off the play?
Yep.
Comes in 30 metres out. You betcha. In fact, it's across the face late. That swung very late, Robbie. Cut me some slack there. We were right behind that. It was. The bowlologist, he would have been proud of that one. It's a 33-point margin to the way of the Yarrawonga Pigeons.
Again, Panda, I reckon you've gone off too early. Again, and this is probably an issue you need looking at. You know, there's ways they can look after people like you. Here we go. Symes from behind took a big one. A big grab. Might have been a bit of mayo on it, but he took it all right. He'll get it inside forward 50. Gee, that's a good kick. And look who. Bailey Fraunfelder has got it. Now, I'm not sure if distance will trouble him here, Panda. What do you reckon, Mitch? You've seen him a bit. Can he get the journey?
Yeah, he's got a nice leg on him. Left footer. He's going to run around a little bit.
And he does, and he winds it up. He winds it up for a goal. Still line goal of the day. Bailey Fraunfelder has 3. And the Pigeons, dare I say it, they're nearly home. They've stretched this lead to 39 points. 19 minutes gone on the Macca's time clock. And that's on the F45 Wangaratta scoreboard. Brad Freak for Waters.
Yeah, beautiful play there by Brandon Symes. A big mark to be able to find. Then Bailey Fraunfelder hit him up. Beautiful kick by the big ruckman. As we keep touching on this quarter, Nick Fothergill has been the one, guys, that's been able to get this really going in Yarrawonga's favour. had 10 disposals in this third term, and he's also kicked a couple of goals as well. He's been outstanding. Lee Masters is up to 22 for the game, and Braden Coburn's up to 4 as well. On the on the Myrtleford side of things, their big ball winners haven't really got as many in this third quarter.
Mark Wiley has gone into the middle of the ground as well. A 39-point margin to the way of the Yarrawonga Pigeons. Wales is going to send the Saints up towards half forward. Crisp, who's played forward a bit in this second half, just gathers, and his kick wasn't great. Wants to find touch. That'd be a good result here for the Saints. Maraka and O'Dwyer do battle tight up against the boundary. The Saints want holding the ball, and the umpire says throw it in. The umpire throws it in. Not happy the Saints fans. And we got a boundary throw in. Inside the Saints 50, they trail by 39 points. 20 minutes gone on the Macca's time clock. That is on the F45 Wangaratta scoreboard.
Indeed, that's a great tap from Chris to Elijah Wales. Well done, Wales. Can he squeeze it through? Oh, almost a steel line goal of the day. Rush point there. But just going back there, Myrtleford under pressure just have not executed as well. And here's your boy Connor Griffiths, who's had a big third quarter.
He has. His kick goes out really wide towards Brian Bruce. Been one of the Pigeons' best. Well done there by Murray Wade, intercepting for the Saints. The kick wasn't great in towards his captain, Riley Sharp. We've got another boundary throw in 20 metres out from the Saints goal. Chris Mitchell for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, they seem to be getting it down in their 50 a fair bit more regularly this quarter, but not capitalising, and their entries are a little bit shallow. So another throw in here, but need a goal or two to wrestle some momentum back their favour.
Their ball use is very messy.
Yep, that's
guys.
been the difference, hasn't it, Robbie?
Absolutely. They've been so clinical, Yarrawonga. Here's Wiley. Good tackle there. Fothergill gets another kick. Hurried one into the middle of the ground. Good work by Mitchie Del Bosco. Play on was the call. Head over the footy was Coburn was good. Now there's a scrimmage. Out of the pack, a handball. Came the way out the back to Yarrawonga. Griffiths was there. Wasn't required. And then Jai Cross stands his ground. Handball intercepted. It's paddling around. It's ricocheting around. Riley Sharp comes through. Got a handball to Riley O'Shea. Had to duck his head. Couldn't get through traffic. Brilliant from Coburn. Handball released to Wiley. And that is a good example of the Pigeons have done a bit better. Although there's a turnover here. Myrtleford. Chance. I think it might be Murray Waite. Runs into an open goal. And Griffiths sees it over the line for a minor score. They've wasted a couple of chances, Panda.
They have. Murray Waite seemed to be getting his hands on the footy, though, for the Myrtleford Alpine Saints. Brad Freak, what are you noticing on the water stat sheet?
Yeah, Murray Waite, as you rightfully point out, their Panda had 4 in this quarter. He's been quiet in the first half, only had 5 disposals on our stat sheet, so good to see him getting the ball for the Saints.
37-point margin to the way of the Yarrawonga Pigeons. That's on the F45 Wangaratta scoreboard. The Saints desperately need to fix their ball movement. Good pressure, though, from the Pigeons. Applying a bit of pressure here on Mitchie Del Bosco.
Kick.
Beautiful kick up towards Riley Sharp. He marks too far from home. He's got Aylett on the lead, and he just didn't use him. He goes to a 1-on-4. Crisp. He couldn't mark. Masters over the top. He's been doing it all day. Would love to know how many intercept marks. How many touches anyway, Brad Freak?
Up to 23 for Masters.
There you go. A lot of those intercepts. He goes to Caden Sharp, who goes up towards the wing. Robbie McKinlay for the Old Town and Country Tavern.
Harrington tackled by Iron Spawn. Had to release. Ryan Bruce might have pushed his opponent in the back. Play on was a call. Harry Wheeler. Clever handball out the back there, which good to Mead. Mead got it back to Bruce. Intercepted nicely by Byrne. Got a handball to Munro. Munro fumbled. Harry Wheeler. Absolutely magnificent. Mawson's concrete. Play of the day. What a tackle midfield by Harry Wheeler. Played on quickly. Chipped the ball. Finds his brother Willie. Willie shimmied one way, shimmied back the other, went long. Symes will mark it. No, he can't. Good defensive work there by Brady Sharp. Excellent pressure down on the boundary. And finally, it's been rolled over the boundary line. It'll be thrown back in Panda, 25 metres around from the Yarrawonga Gold, and they lead 72-35, 23 and a half minutes gone, third term.
Very good wrap up there from Robbie McKinlay for the Old Town and Country Tavern. We're going to have another boundary thrown. We'll go down to the boundary. Chris Mitchell for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, just hard to see how the Saints are going to kick the score on the board. Obviously, the Pigeons have had, 22 scoring shots to 15, so well on top in that area. Just need to make the most of it when it goes down there, that Myrtleford.
So boundary throw in, deep inside the Pigeons' goal. Attacking 50, I should say. Wiley on hands and knees. Here's a chance for Lawrence. He's got to get rid of it. Shoveled a hand pass out. Not good enough, the umpire says. Holding the ball. Free kick to the way of the Saints, and it's going to be Mitch Del Bosco, who's been pretty good for him today. They trail, though, by 37 points to the way of the Pigeons. We're doing this third quarter thanks to STY Metals. Brad Freak for 40 winks.
Yeah, Mitch DeBoss goes up to 4 in this quarter, as you say there, Panda. Nick Fothergill, as we keep touching, was up to 11 so far in this quarter.
So the ball comes back into half forward, and it's a mark or a free kick taken by Wiley. Wiley quickly plays on and chips the ball nicely to half forward. And it looks like
it's Willie Wheeler.
It's Willie Wheeler. Willie Wheeler. You know what? He strikes me as one of these dudes that probably put a boomerang on and kick it here.
I reckon so.
That's what he's just got. That something about him, hasn't he?
Working into the game, isn't he?
Yep. Or will he just go the drop punt? He's going to go the drop punt.
The traditional.
Yep. I reckon he might nail this. Let's see. Wheeler comes in, and Wheeler has hit the post. Would you believe it? So Yarrawonga, 10-13-73, lead Myrtleford 4-11-35. We've gone almost 27 minutes on the Macca's time clock. Here's Panda.
Third quarter action thanks to STY Metals. Don't forget, following this game, we'll be going straight to the Lavy Sports Ground. The Panthers taking on the Rovers. Oh, the kick from Huey Wales asked a lot of his teammate at half back. It was Brodie Riccardi. There's going to be a free kick and a whistle to the way of the Pigeons here. It's going to go to Ryan Ironspawn. He's too far out. 55 from home. He's at true centre half forward. Kicking towards the pockets of beauty. Symes couldn't mark. Well done there by Riley O'Shea, who forced it to the ground for the Saints. And O'Shea kicks it off the ground. But the siren beats all comers. And it was a massive quarter for the Yarrawonga Pigeons. 3 goals to 1. And 2 of those goals went to Nick Fothergill. How many touches did he have in that third quarter?
He had 11 in that quarter, Panda. 21 for the game now.
11 in that quarter and 2 goals. I reckon that's a 60-point ranking point quarter, I reckon, Robert McKinley. They love the Premier Data ranking points.
Well, you do.
Really love them. Yep.
I'm not that fussed about it, to be honest, Panda.
Anyway, it is a 37-point lead to the way of the Yarrawonga Pigeons at 3-quarter time. We're going to take a break here. When we come back, the fourth quarter action on 1494 2OY and 1566 3E and live on the O&M Live Facebook page. And on O&M Live, you won't miss the thing.
Harvey Norman.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0. The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
Did someone say KFC? I don't care.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where there's industry qualified trainers. Go where students come first. Go for the community. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0. The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Hi, I'm Kylie King. I first fell in love with this region as the Prime News sports presenter. Sometimes this feels like my second home. I love our historic towns and vibrant cities, our passion for sport, and of course the people who make it special. And now I get to share what's important in our region with Kev Polton. So join us, Kylie and Kev for breakfast, weekday mornings from 6 on 2AY and 3NE.
From entertainment to news and subscriptions in between, manage select subscriptions in one place with Optus SubHub. Streamline your paid subscriptions and save up to 10%. It starts with yes.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
And grab yourself a good feed. You're listening to O&M Live on 1566 3NE.
1494 2AY and 1566 3NE. Fourth quarter action about to get underway here. Both teams are still in their huddles. Yarrawonga just breaking. Going to go to Brad Freak for the flex out physio quarters best in that third quarter.
For Yarrawonga, it was pretty easy to pick him that quarter there, guys. Nick Fothergill was absolutely outstanding. He had the 11 disposals and kicked a couple of goals as well. He was absolutely brilliant. And the other one was Bailey Frontfelder, who popped up. He's just an X factor in that forward line. Don't want to give him half a chance around goals because he'll just take it every single time. And on the Myrtleford Saints side of things, Cal Crisp was really good, and young Maracca was really nice as well. Delivered the ball inside 50 to Riley Sharp a few times, really, really well. So a couple of good quarter there from those two boys. If we have a look at the Waters electrical stat sheet, as we touched on, Nick Fothergill, 21 disposals in this game, 11 in that third quarter. He only had 2 touches to quarter time, and has been outstanding since then. Lee Masters up to 23 as well for the Pigeons. On the Myrtleford Saints side of things, Sam Martin's trying really hard. He's had 17, and Matt Munro's up to 15 as well. If we have a look at the goal kickers for the Myrtleford Saints, pretty easy reading. Kurt Aylett and Riley Sharp 2 apiece. But on the Myrtleford Saints side, Nick Fothergill 3, Bailey Frontfelder 3, Jordan Urquhart 2, Jackson Mead and Zach Couples have kicked singles each.
Chris O, boundary side for Yarrawonga MG. What were the messages at the three-quarter time huddles?
Yeah, both sides pretty quiet. Very hard to hear anything that Jake Sharp says, so I can't really relay anything there, but you sense it's a little bit of a character-building quarter for the Saints, see what they can salvage out of this one. But Mark Wiley was pretty happy with how his troops are going. You think it's probably a commanding lead. He just wants them to tidy their work from the back half, and actually I think the back half's been pretty good, so maybe he's being a bit harsh. But yeah, Pigeons well on top, Saints with plenty of work to do.
Sounds a bit deflated, our man Chris O.
He's as flat as a Port Melbourne garfish, mate.
He sounds a little bit deflated.
Came here with a lot of expectations.
Yeah.
So did we all. I thought it was going to be a close one, and look, maybe Myrd have got one more charge in him, but have a look at that midfield there of Yarrawonga. Lockie Howe, Mark Wiley, Harry Wheeler, Willie Wheeler.
It's a big first clearance.
Ain't bad.
Big first goal here in this fourth quarter. Robbie McKinlay for the Old Town and Country Tavern as we get this fourth quarter underway on O&M Live thanks to Apco Wangaratta.
Cal Crisp did all right. Here's a chance now for Ryan Crisp. Kick was smothered, but Simon Curtis was there. Been a little bit quieter today. Tumbles the ball into half forward. Aylett got a shocking bounce. O'Dwyer got a great bounce. His kick's a good one back in the midfield. Found Lockie Howe. Howe now will go for the second option, which is Fothergill. Beautiful kick up.
Wow.
Right to his body. Had one bounce. Runs now. Kicks long. Top of the goal square. Over the back. Symes. Will the ball sit? Fraunfelder might keep it alive. No, he can't. Out over the boundary. Boundary throw in adjacent the behind post, but Fothergill, what a class he's been. And for Apco Wangaratta, we're doing this one. I've got a real good story about Apco Wangaratta. An incident that happened last week down at Wang Rovers.
Righto, very keen to hear that story indeed. Fothergill's all class. That pick-up before was brilliant. Pick-up not quite replicated there from his teammate Symes. A big ruckman, but a great intercepting mark here at half forward from Logan Morey for the Pigeons. I think he's been really good today.
Player, Panda.
Yep. So I think he played a game with Essendon VFL. So he's going to sit this in towards the pocket. Frontfelder's down there for the Pigeons. Didn't decide to fly. Sitting out the back, O'Shea. Just hand pass it to Martin. But look at the pressure. They're swarming here, the Pigeons. Harrington, quick kick out of defence. Up towards half-back, but Howe intercepts for the Pigeons. 65 metres out. He's going to wheel around straight away onto the right foot and kick it to the hot spot. 30-40 from goal. Symes came really late, brought it to ground. I thought Ryan Bruce was almost tripped. Sharp's in there for the Saints. We're going to have a ball out 40 metres out, directly in front of the Pigeons' goal.
And with a lot of respect, getting a game for Essendon seniors would be too hard at the moment, let alone the VFL, mate, to be honest.
That's still a pretty fair effort.
It is a good effort. Riccardi, you're going down to watch the Bombers tomorrow or whenever it is.
Monday.
Hope it's a long trip for you, Panda.
Yep.
It's a long trip for you back from Wing a couple of weeks ago, Freaky.
I hope it's a draw.
You pulled over, you were crying in the car.
Cross kick, well done, Matty Munro.
Let's not get too personal, boys. Come on.
Munro, yep. Thank you very much, Chris. Handball on now to Curtis. Simon Curtis. He had to cleverly kick it in a hurry to Ryan Chris. Oh, sweeping left-handed handball finds Del Bosco. So Bosco weighs up his options, finds Riccardi. Riccardi now. He's had to slow things down because Masters stands in.
Right.
He is such a good player. Gee, that's a good kick. And he's found big Riley Sharp. Panda.
Well,
and he goes short and finds Munro.
It's really good you brought that up. Masters was just guarding the space, wasn't he? And it was a good kick from Riccardi to Sharp, but he forced him really wide because Masters was in that leading lane. So he is just a star.
Yeah, it's good team defence, isn't it?
Yep.
And it'll be a pretty brutal review of this.
I think so.
In fact, you want to be careful how much you show because there's been a lot of mistakes under pressure here.
Cap off a good game by Munro if he kicks this one, boys.
Yeah, he's been good, Mitch, and he pushes it to left-hand side. Minus score, so 4-12-36 Myrtleford, and Yarrawonga 10-13-73. Brad Freak for Waters.
Yeah, early in this quarter, Yarrawonga's had 3 inside 50s to 2 for Myrtleford, but the Myrtleford ball winners have been able to get their hands on it early in this quarter. Curtis 2, Munro 2, and singles to Del Bosco and Aylett.
Right, Masters down for 2 disposals because he kicked it out of defence and got a handball receive and kicks a beautiful one up towards Frontfelder.
Hang on. Now what's happened here?
The umpire, little boundary umpire out there, has said I think it was out on the full, in fact.
Yeah, it's either out on the full or a mark.
Yep, it's either one or the other. And
umpire Dave Ryan is a copper, and he's doing an interviewing session here.
He's interviewing the boundary umpire out there.
He's seen worse blokes than this young boundary umpire, I can tell you.
So a 38-point lead to the way.
Geez, it's thorough.
Of the Yarrawonga Pigeons.
Well done.
So it's a mark here to Frontfelder after all that. So 2 disposals to Lee Masters. He has been very, very good today. Frontfelder goes short to Atkins and gets it back and somehow weasels out of a bit of trouble. Up towards half forward, over the head, Symes flew out the back. Harrington for the Saints. Gets around one. Hand passes under pressure though. It was too hot for O'Shea who went without it. Ball is going to trickle over the boundary line here for a throw in at half forward for the Myrtleford Alpine Saints, who trail by 37 points.
And our little mate, the boundary umpire's back, and he did a great job there before. He called in his experienced cohort, Dave Ryan, and they got a great result and a beautiful throw-in. Well done, young fella. We need people like you. He's a gem. Curtis's handball didn't really find anyone. Wiley was pulled off the footy. Now he's found the footy, Wiley. He had the handball at a hurry. Then he found Griffiths. Griffiths, hurry kick, top of the goal square sort of stuff, and it's been marked by Riley O'Shea, who pointed straight away. Oh, it's a miracle type of kick. Here's the chance out the back now for Griffiths. Lobbed a handball. They got a bit of time. Harry Wheeler was told by a teammate, just kick it, Harry. Kicks the top of the goal square. Sharp's there. Did he drop it? No, play on's a call. Handball came the back towards the Bosco. Ryan Bruce did well. Knocked the ball back down. Del Bosco went back in. Handball over top towards Maraca. Maraca had to give up ground. Got it back to Huey Wales. Wales, handball, intercepted. Frontfelder snaps. Game over! Frontfelder has 4, and Myrtleford are now down on their knees. They're trailing it by 43 points. 11-13-79. Myrtleford 4-12-36. That summed up Myrtleford's day.
Yep, that was a steal line goal today for sure from Bailey Frontfelder. He read it like a book and snapped a beautiful finish. Chris O?
Well, it's about 4 Myrtleford hand passes that went to the opposition, so when you're doing that, you're really in heaps of trouble. So it was a matter of time before they cough one up, and Frontfelder's been pretty deadly, has taken the most of his chances.
Lee Williams, before the game, touched on the team defence that the Yarrawonga have been working on in the pre-season. You just see today, they've been really good and solid all over the ground.
So they go forward once again here. A good fist from Horrigan for the Saints, but coming through like a steam train. Big Brandon Symes. He sends one from 50 towards the top of the goal square. Mead couldn't mark. Well done with a fist from Huey Wales for the Saints. A little bit of candy shown there by Riccardi. Wicks up against the boundary for the Saints. Ball goes over the boundary line for a throw-in right in front of us in the commentary box. We're doing this fourth quarter thanks to APCO Wangaratta. It's a 43-point lead to the way of the Yarrawonga Pigeons, and I think, Robbie, this game, you called it, it is done and dusted.
Butterfield flings the ball back in. Good tap by Chris. Riccardi got himself in trouble. Elijah Wales, I think he was held on to for too long after he just... Oh, a bit of mayo there. Willie Wheeler there just playing a bit of fun there with Elijah Wales. It's all very amicable in the end. So where is Riccardi going? He's going right to the back of the defensive part of the goals to Riley O'Shea, who goes a little bit wider, and here he is. Wicks has the ball. Not confident, so he touches the ball down. Kicks the ball towards centre wing. That's a good kick. This is better moving the ball.
You don't see that often, Robbie, the old touch the ground.
Well, you don't, and especially on a good day like this. Sam Martin's kick was smothered. Don't give him a stat, Brad. Ducked under one there. Good umpiring. They let it go. Masters did the tackling. Oh, he's pinged him. There you go. Gee whiz, he was harsh on him, and Masters put him down for another stat. Now, Freaky, because that's authentic.
That is authentic. This fourth quarter, thanks to APCO Wangaratta. You're telling our man Freaky, the stats man, how to do the stats as well. I don't think he appreciates that, Robbie.
I don't tell you how to call the game, Robbie.
Oh, gee, hello.
Got that. Technically, it's still a kick from Sam Martin.
I'm Sweden, all right, boys?
Sorry,
did you see that one, Chris? Robbie just telling Freaky how to do the stats.
I'm staying out of it.
Jeez.
Ball comes back into play. 43-point lead to Yarrawonga.
He doesn't mind a roof over his head, does he? But anyway, can't take a bit of feedback about a stat.
Coburn dished it to Wheeler. Coburn went back in, and I reckon he's going to get pinged. No, umpire Dave Ryan says, we'll ball the footy up.
Any hamburger stats, Freaky, while we're talking about APCO before? I want you to gradually work your way into that story from last week.
We'll tell this story after the game.
Okay, righto.
The game's going well when you guys start talking rubbish.
Yeah, all right.
The post-game show is all thanks to APCO Wangaratta, so that's when we can talk about that story from last week. Robbie, over to you for the Old Town and Country Tavern. It's a 43-point lead to the way of the Pigeons. Freaky, can you chase them around the ground scores thanks to the plough in Tarrawingi, please?
He's busy doing his stats, mate. All I can say is this APCO, it had a very sad ending. Well, for us anyway.
Very much looking forward to
For us anyway.
Talk it up, Robbie.
There's 4 other people who enjoyed it. The story. Bloody bastards. Anyway, ball goes far and way out wide. Sorry, Panda. Wixie's there. Wix is going to have to... There's a hell of a tangle going on out there at half-back. Sammy Martin's got it.
Got him in the old walls of Jericho, WWE move.
So give Sammy Martin a kick, I think, Brad. No, he didn't spoil it, so that's all clear. Nice kick too. O'Shea, I reckon he's been good today, Riley O'Shea. Yeah, I agree, Robbie. Thanks, boys. Kicks it to Riccardi in the middle of the ground, who marks the ball. Right smack bang in the centre, Panda. Kicks it wide. Hear those speedboats taken up again. Either that or the Hells Angels are in town. And it's going to be a ball up at half forward for Myrtleford. They trail 36, they are. Yarrawonga 79. Panda, we've gone nearly 10 minutes in the last quarter for APCO Wangaratta.
The push-up king and that coming into town, are they, Robbie? I mightn't get home safe now. Anyway, Howe, he's clearing kick. Sharp sends it back inside forward 50, looking for his cousin. All big pack forms at the top of the goal square. Well done there
Twin brother, buddy. Twin brother.
Yeah, well done there by Logan Morey, who's been one of the Pigeons' better players to date. Don't reckon he's used the footy bad at all. Fothergill riding down for another what a stat, Robbie. Freaky.
Well, can you give me a bad player for Yarrawonga?
No, they've been brilliant, and we've been really impressed with their ball movement all day. We've spoken about it. The ball on centre wing, and they lead by 43 points. What's been the highlight for you today, Robbie? Is it their ball movement?
I'll get back to you. Oh, that's a push. Brian Bruce, he's been good. Tapped cleverly there by Riccardi, but intercepted by Lawrence. I will answer that question when I get a chance. But Blake, clever handball over top by Huey Wales to Aylett. Kick's not a great one. Sharp threw it out, I reckon. He threw it out. I agree with you, champ. Now a handball back towards big Lockie Howe. Kick was smothered. No
great
stat there.
By Munro.
Yeah, and that is not a stat, is it, Chris?
It should be.
Oh, jeez.
It is. It's a stat. It's a smother.
This is, okay.
Not a possession, is
You asked me what I've liked the highlight of the day's play. Yarrawonga's use of the footy and their pressure when they haven't got the ball.
Yep, it's been elite, hasn't it? And this man's been pretty good as well. Braden Coburn, but his hand pass was intercepted by Simon Curtis, who made a really good decision with a chip little kick to Bren. Curtis hasn't had the time and the space that he needs to really execute today. He's covering the ground well here. He's going to get it back in the middle of the ground. So he marks right in the middle of the ground for the Saints to Simon Curtis.
Nearly
he wanted 50, goes inboard. Owers marks 45 metres out, directly in front as the speedboats are lining up Lake Mulwala in our effects, Mike. Owers has kicked to the pocket over the head of Sharp. Bren's continued on. Good pickup. His hand passes to no one, though, because Seymour intercepts with the Pigeons and Symes sends it up towards centre wing. But Brady Sharp for the Saints marks right in front of the scoreboard, which reads 11-13-79, Myrtleford 4-12-36. Fourth quarter, thanks to Atco Wangaratta here on O&M Live.
O'Shea, good kick to centre wing, finds Hubert Wales. He goes short, nice kick, and he finds Del Bosco. So they've put together a nice little patch here, Myrtleford. Beautiful kick, and he finds Elijah Wales. He's been a little bit quieter today, I reckon, Bradley.
Yeah, he has been. He's had his moments in the game, but yeah, as you say, I think a lot of players for Myrtleford today have been a little bit off their game and a little bit quiet. But Yarrawonga at the same time has been very, very good. Just around the grounds for the Plough in and Tarrawinji, had a bit of an upset in the AFL today with Adelaide beating Western Bulldogs by 1 point. 1 point.
Wales from long range goes wide to the right-hand side for a minor score, 4-13-37. We'll go Yarrawonga 11-13-79. Chris Mitchell for Albury-Wodonga, MG.
Yeah, Ryan Bruce about to come back on. He's been one of Yarrawonga's finest today, but I just think that play there by the Saints has probably summed them up a little bit. When they've gone a little bit wider, a bit more patient, they've got better entries, but most of the first 3 quarters have been pretty direct and long and have played into Yarrawonga's hands.
Masters just dropped an easy mark at the goal square as the switch was on, and another point's been conceded here. It's not going to matter much, though, because the Pigeons are home in this one. This is a really, really big win for their footy club. They're going to go to 3-0, and they are a serious threat in this SSNA Ovens and Murray competition this year, aren't they? And the Myrtleford Alpine Saints are going to be 2-2. You got some around-the-ground scores, do you, Robin McGee, the Talanga League?
The big one down Towing League up. Barna Watford just kicked a goal on the three-quarter time siren, and they lead Yakandanda by 8 points.
There you go.
We've got a Chilton-Waganya score, boys?
No.
That was a pretty nasty margin there, but well done to Waganya, who fought tooth and nail not to forfeit the game. It's great to see. Fothergill riding down for another stat. The kick comes up towards half-forward. Timmy Lawrence got a hand pass out to Jackson Mead. It was intercepted by Tyler Harrington for the Saints. So the ball is at half-forward for the Pigeons. Brad Freak, what are you noticing on the Water stat sheet in this fourth quarter, please?
Yeah, Simon Curtis is trying really hard for Myrtle. He's up to 5 in this quarter. Mitch Del Bosco, the captain's had 4 as well. And Braden Coburn and Lee Masters have both had 4 each for Yarrawonga.
Simon's got the tap. There's a lot of players around the footy. All Griffiths went down as if shot. He got up. Fothergill it was. Handball down to Lawrence. Lawrence, quick little kick. A low ball in towards the goals, but it's gone out of bounds for a boundary throw in. 20 metres around from the behind post. 14 and a half minutes gone on the Macca's time clock. And on the work locker Wangaratta scoreboard, it is 79-38. Yarrawonga lead Myrt. McCarroll, he's good, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was really good. He just grabbed it out of the ruck and put it on the boot, and it's going to spill over the boundary line.
Deliberate?
No, you don't see that paid in this good level of footy, and so it should be. You don't see the deliberates for the points as well.
Yep.
Umpires have been pretty good today. Chris Mitchell, boundary side for Albury-Wodonga MG. How do you think, I mean, put your Myrtleford cap on a little bit here. They've been pretty disappointing today. What do you think sort of gone wrong for them a little bit today?
Yeah, they just haven't got their structure right, I don't think. And I think that's come down to having so many player changes every week. They haven't got their best side in. Neither do Yarrawonga. You put Gibbons in that midfield, it looks pretty sensational. And yeah, I think this tells us a little bit more about Yarrawonga than it does about Myrtleford. But yeah, they're under no illusions. We all thought they were going to be top 2, top 3 contender, but might have to realign a little bit and get their basics right first.
The only team I've seen move the ball as well as Yarrawonga this year have been the Wangaratta Magpies, and they've been outstanding. I mean, obviously they're probably not as classy as what Wang is, but I mean, they're moving their ball and their movement's been sensational.
Great work here. Build up by the Saints was good. Curtis's final kick is a ripper, and he finds Cal Crisp, who takes a great grab 15 metres out directly in front. And I reckon that was probably one of their better passages of the afternoon.
They haven't kicked a goal since the 3rd minute mark of the 3rd quarter when Aylett snapped a goal. So this is what that's now.
Jeez.
43 minutes
Don't have
without a goal.
firepower, do they?
Crisp shouldn't miss from here, but comes in and he chisels it through for a goal. So a badly needed one. 5:14:44 Myrtleford. Yarrawonga 11:13:79. Just over 16 minutes gone on the Macca's time clock on the Work Locker Wangaratta scoreboard. We're doing this one for APCO Wangaratta. Brad Freak, full waters.
Yeah, Simon Curtis is really trying hard for Myrtleford in this last quarter. He's up to 8 disposals. Mitch Delbosco's had 4. As I said, Braden Coburn's had 4 as well. Inside 50s in this last quarter have been even as well. Myrtleford just haven't been able to hit the scoreboard all day. Not hit the scoreboard, be able to put the ball through the big sticks for them, which we recognise coming into the game may have been a bit of an issue for them.
The Yarrawonga News and Gifts netball update. It was a win to the Pigeons over the Myrtleford Alpine Saints earlier today, bouncing back after they lost to Lavington last week in the A-grade netball. Don't forget, you can watch the action right now on the R&M Live Facebook page between Lavy and the Rovers. Hannah Davies, Reed Delahunty, Gus McLeod calling that one, and then straight after that on R&M Live, we've got Lavington and the Rovers, Robbie. Straight after this on 1494 2AY and 1566 3NE. Isn't that great?
From 9 a.m. this morning to 9 p.m. tonight, we had that 12 hours, 11 hours of live local sport. That is sensational. So, Byrne for Myrtleford, chips wide, and Seymour, who's just been unobtrusive today, hasn't he? But that's Bo Seymour right throughout his career. Just gets the job done. Very hard to beat. Rarely beaten in a contest. Doesn't have big numbers kicked on him. He's kept sharp for a couple of goals today.
Was it Chriso who said he runs around out there like Corey Enright? Was it you, Chriso?
Yeah, and he looks like him too, I reckon, boys.
Yeah.
The Geelong jumper might help.
That's a good wrap. So a real Yarrawonga name, the Seymours. Now we've got a whistle on play here. I'm just trying to sort that one out. Big Symes, he's going to get the free kick for Yarrawonga.
How you seeing his game today, Robbie?
Yeah, good. It's really encouraging signs here from Brandon Symes, because
missed so much footy, didn't he?
I always look back 8 or 10 years ago when he was playing some really good footy, young fella. A couple of things he's done today, Panda. I reckon he's just signs been maybe getting to that level again, so which would be really good. As Wiley chips it across half-back, and Bruce marks and he kicks it nicely to Urquhart.
Yep, this ball movement once again is on show here for the Pigeons. I'd love to know how much by foot they're going today in terms of percentage-wise. Freaky, can you start doing that in your stats, please? Start calculating every sort of effective disposal. I reckon they've gone at 75 plus today.
Smothers, maybe.
Uncontested marks as well, boys.
Yep, sort of like West Coast when they won that flag in 2018. Ryan Bruce. I won't talk about that. Freaky might cry. Morey's going to pump him right inside forward 50 here. The Pigeons free kick to Fothergill.
Advantage.
He's going to get a free kick, you're right. And Frontfelder's going to bang through his fifth. Bailey Frontfelder's kicked his fifth.
And cramped.
And the advantage has been paid, and that's icing on the cake.
There's the poisoning, boys.
For a very nice, tasty cake for the Yarrawonga Pigeons. 41-point margin. Frontfelder has an old-fashioned bag. Robbie, 5 goals straight.
Very good game. He played well last week, did some good stuff against Lavington. He looks so much fitter this year. He is a massive part of the whole Yarrawonga scheme of things, particularly up forward there. He's good on that left foot, and potentially the son-in-law of the boss, the chairman, Dave Sinclair.
Yeah, potentially, of course.
Yeah.
Dating one of the Sinclair sisters.
Yes.
So don't put any pressure on the lad.
No.
41-point margin to the way of the Pigeons here. 4th quarter action thanks to APCO Wangaratta. There's, of course, on the Work Locker Wangaratta scoreboard. Here is Robbie McKinlay for the Old Town and Country Taverns.
Excellent. Willie Wheeler off the left foot, kicks it to about 60 out from goal. Leading in the race of ball is Fothergill. Tackle. I reckon he might have been pushed in the back by Wicks. No, umpire says, I'm happy with that, and it's spilled out over the boundary line. So it'll be a boundary throw-in on the Rubber Glen side of the ground.
Rubber Glen side of the ground.
Canal side of the ground.
Rubber Glen side of the ground.
Stuff to mine,
You've got a Parker's Pine, you mind, don't you?
Yeah, Curtis has kicked. was intercepted by Masters down there on that far side of the ground, and it was, and his kick has gone out over the boundary line. So it'll be thrown back in. It's sort of lost a bit of the sting to go. A bit like us, probably, be fair to say. And you just take it away, Panda. I'm done there.
Brad Freak, what do you got for us?
Yeah, give us something.
Simon Curtis has had 9 disposals in this last quarter, boys. He's been trying really hard for the Myrtleford Saints, and obviously Lee Masters is up to 28 for the game.
So the Pigeons are going to go up towards true centre-half forward. Adkins didn't fly. Horrigan stayed down for the Saints with an intercepting mark. He had 9 intercept marks in round 1. I think it was dropped next week. That's all right. That's over to Murray footy. You've got to earn every one of them. Martin's
great leveler, isn't it?
Yeah, Martin's kick has been intercepted by Connor Griffiths. I've liked his game. I've liked Ryan Bruce's game. He just kicked it to Masters then. They're just chipping it across half-back to Pigeons. They're now on the scoreboard side of the ground.
It's good, isn't it?
And Braden Coburn has marked. Sorry, it's Willie Wheeler. Have you seen his game? Chris Mitchell, boundary side for Yarrawonga MG. Second game for Willie Wheeler in Pigeons colours.
Yeah, I think he's been very good, boys, and so the whole midfield has as well. But he's been a bit of a product of how they've set up in there. He's had great support from his brother Harry as well as Coburn.
Willie Wheeler's had 20 disposals to emphasise that point even more. He's been really good. In the midfield, all of them, as you say, Chris Oak, Braden Coburn's up to 19 as well in this game.
I'd call that a nice return, Panda, wouldn't it? Yep. Munro got the old 1-2 with a couple of lads there. Ended up with Murray Waite. Chips the ball there to Riley Sharp. I've seen some promise in Riley Sharp today. Beautiful kick, well weighted. And Sam Martin, a little bit of gut running, has been rewarded, Panda, by taking a mark right on forward 50 directly in front.
Well, I tell you what, Sharp's kicked 2-4.
Yes.
But he would have had 15 disposals. I reckon probably 8-9 marks. He's been very good. One of the Saints' best. He desperately needs a helper, and they need Nick Warnock back on that side.
Nick Warnock will make a huge difference because it'll take the pressure off Riley Sharp.
Here comes Sammy Martin. He's a beautiful kick. Will he get the journey? Not quite. Oh, there's a mark taken.
Yep, Aylett.
And it's Aylett has marked it. And he runs around, he screws it over his left shoulder, and he's all class, Kurt Aylett. Not a problem to him. He's kicked 3.
He's had
3 goals. He's had a good game. Myrtleford get their 6. 6-14-50. Trail Yarrawonga 12-13-85. We've gone 23 minutes in the last quarter action here for APCO Wangaratta, and look forward to the hamburger story after the game.
Brad Freak, what is stats, please?
Yeah, as you say, Kurt Aylett's been trying really hard for Myrtleford Saints today. He's up to 16 disposals and kicked for 3 goals. He's actually the leading goal kicker for Myrtleford so far in this season as well, so he's been really good. Sam Martin's up to 22 as well, and as we touched on, Simon Curtis is up to 21 disposals in the game as well.
Can you go check out all those motorbikes down the main street of Yarrawonga, please, Chriso?
Yeah.
And our ambience mics. No, the speedboats for the EC Griffith Cup. Long weekend, of course. Lots of people in here in Yarrawonga. Good to see the caravan park here at the JC Low Oval packed to the brim. We had to park out the front.
It's chocker.
We should stay down here one night, Robbie.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yep.
I don't think I've ever seen a bigger line in the canteen as it was earlier.
Oh, I got me cakes, I can tell you that right now. At half time, it was brilliant. Anyway, speaking of brilliant, Pigeons have been brilliant all day. Wheeler was... It was like an old-fashioned school fight. Put the jumper over someone. A couple of jumper punches,
that was brilliant.
We got a ball up inside the Pigeons forward 50, edge of the 50. Wicks clears this one for the Saints into the centre of the ground.
Oh, dear.
Seymour and Sharp do battle at ground level. Jordan O'Dwyer, the ball spills to him. He got grabbed high on his bald head. Masters is going to send one inside 50. Adkins and Horrigan in a contest. Good fist there from Horrigan. Ryan Ironspawn, I liked his game. He was really good early. Just a hand pass to Morey. Morey goes to Frontfelder. It was either a free kick or a mark. Take your pick. And he's going to line up for goal number 6. 20 metres out directly in front. Who is the Yarrawonga News and Gifts player of the day, Robbie? If Frontfelder kicks this,
I'm glad you mentioned it. You might help me out, boys. I'm thinking Fothergill, but if he kicks this 6, it's going to be hard to top.
I'll tell you what, Bailey's one of those operators I reckon who would look over Chris O and go, hey,
here I am.
Excuse me, here I am.
In fact, I reckon he'll run towards Chris.
I reckon he will. Bailey Frontfelder, 20 metres out directly in front. The Pigeons lead by 35. They are now lead by 41, and Frontfelder's got 6. A steel line goal today contender, Brad Freak, on the Water stat sheet. Game over, Pigeons are home.
Yeah, they certainly are now. The game's definitely over. Yarrawonga will walk away with the 4 points today. As Chriso said, I'm not too sure which way you'd go with the player of the day there so far. Obviously, Bailey Frontfelder 6. Nick Fothergill's had 24 disposals and kicked 3 goals. Lee Masters, for the second game in a row, I should say, sorry, he's had 30 disposals and just really controlled the game across half-back. And one of those three, for mine, would be the player of the day.
Well, I think it'd be highway robbery if Frauenfelder wasn't the adjudicator.
I hate to be doing it down there.
But I would not do it because Fothergill's been good. But Frauenfelder's kicked 4 of the last 7 goals in this game. He might have another one looming here. Here's our little man, Cuppins. Clever. Cuppo goes wacko for a pointo. Minor score.
We've lost the plot here.
We have.
On O&M Live.
To lose it, you've got to have it.
Exactly right.
13-14-92 Yarrawonga. Lead Myrtleford 6-14-50. Here is Blake Panda Escott. I don't know what he's going to give you guys, but do your best, Panda.
I'll try my best. Don't forget, O&M Live action after this. Lavington versus the Wangaratta Rovers. Isn't that a big game? Gus McLeod, Monty, all in the action. Also, Luke Francis and Dan Vaccaro. Maraca was slung, tackled to the ground almost. The Saints are going to get a goal here through Malachi Owers. They are. So Malachi Owers puts through the Saints 7th. They go to 7-14-56. Yarrawonga 13-13-91. Good ball movement through the middle of the ground there, Chris. So it was quick. When they've gone quick today, the Saints, they've looked all right.
Yeah, those chip kicks, I reckon, have worked probably better than the long ones. So the long ones put too much pressure on Riley Sharp, and then the ball gets turned over. Those little chip kicks bring a few more players into the game.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. So they've only had the 7 inside 50s as well this quarter, which has been their lowest of the game so far. And Yarrawonga's been able to take advantage of it, as you say. They just haven't had many helpers around Riley Sharp up at the forward line today. They just haven't lowered the eyes as much as what they would probably like going forward. In that one there was a perfect example. Lower the eyes and able to hit up the targets and get that goal on the board.
The big Talanga League clash. Barnawatt will lead Yakananda by 6 points. Not long to go, about 5 minutes. Into the half-forward line. Yarrawonga, another chance. Look out. Guess who's looming here? Frauenfelder. He gets a favourable bounce. No, he doesn't. Huey Wales, he came through like the Southern Aurora. His kick wasn't his best. Put his teammate Arnold under a lot of pressure. Oh, nice work there by O'Dwyer. Look away. Got it back for O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer, he's like a rabbit in a spotlight. He said, stuff it. I'll just thump it into half-forward. They've got numbers there. And numbers don't matter anymore. The main number here is that it's Yarrawonga have done it. 13-13-91. Very impressive winners over Myrtleford. 17-14-56. There was all the action there for APCO, Wangaratta and Panda. I think a pretty good summary of the scoreboard that doesn't lie on most occasions. Yep. That one summed it up pretty well. A 35-point margin.
They were too good in every facet of the game, the Yarrawonga Pigeons. I love their song. They're playing it on the speakers at the moment. We're a mighty team from Yarrawonga. They were really impressive today. First time I've seen them, I think, since Super Saturday last year when they were dealt a pretty good footy lesson from Wangaratta. They've improved a hell of a lot more in the last 12 months. And they run out 35-point winners today. 13-13-91 to 7-14-56 on the F45 Wangaratta scoreboard. And work lock up Wangaratta scoreboard. Chris Mitchell is boundary side for Albury Wodonga MG, and we don't know who he's looking for. Chriso, I can see you out there. I reckon he's going to go with Frauenfelder.
I don't know. He can't find him at the moment. No, look out.
Going towards Nick Fothergill.
Going this way. He goes. He's not. He's going to take it upon himself. He's going to make the call himself here. Bo Seymour just told him to get stuffed. I don't want to talk to you, he said.
He's going to Lee Masters. He's going to Lee Masters.
Got him.
Lee Masters, the Yarrawonga News and Gifts Player of the Day.
Well.
Controversial from Chris Mitchell.
Thought I'd keep you guys guessing, boys.
He was, in all seriousness, he was absolutely fantastic today.
Yeah, four-quarter performer. Lee Masters, great win, mate. You guys would have been pretty impressed with that. It was a big one for you guys, 3-0 now.
Yeah, I suppose a lot of them games we've lost, we sort of get 3 goals up and we let sides back in, so it's nice today to actually finish off our work and, play 4 quarters.
Great to have Willie Wheeler alongside his brother Harry there, but Nick Fothergill was really good, Coburn was really good. Do you think it was one in the midfield?
Yeah, I think it was. That was obviously probably a weakness of ours last year, and we've strengthened that with personnel, but I think as well, Braden Coburn comes through the last 2 weeks, his attack on the ball, it sets that tone for us and always get to work.
Bailey Frauenfelder finished with 6. Are we going to hear that for a while, mate?
Yeah, well, we were still hearing about his 5 from last year against Clang, so I think he'll be pretty happy with it.
And where to from here, mate? You've still got Gibbons and a few others to come in?
Yeah, so obviously Gibbons and Lee Williams, but they're sort of not really knowing when they'll get back. But at the moment, yeah, we're happy to be just playing as we are, and when we get them back, we get them back, and yeah, good.
Congratulations on the win, Lee.
Very good, thank you.
Thank God you were down there, Chriso, because I think Lee Masters knows exactly what may have just happened, but that's okay. We apologise for that one. We love a bit of country footy, don't we, Robbie? It's fantastic, and he was very, very excited with a big victory, a 35-point victory to the Yarrawonga Pigeons, Robbie.
And very impressed with Brody Coburn's approach to the footy, wasn't he? But,
very
no, and look, that's a hard choice there for Chris Mitchell. So many good players. 6 goals there to Braunfelder. Fothergill with 3 goals and about 1 million possessions. Chris Mitchell, though, a pretty safe one there. He's gone with Lee Masters. Mitch, good choice in the end. It was a thankless job.
It was a three-pronged choice, I reckon. Fothergill, Braunfelder or Lee Masters. I thought Lee Masters did the job all day at both ends of the ground, so he's a pretty consistent contributor.
Well, I can just tell you, the Braunfelder family and a representative of the Fothergill family are just waiting out the back for you, Chris. So just keep your wits about you, mate. That's what I'll be saying.
They rode up on their motorbike. That's what they've done, and they are not happy with you, Chriso. As Chriso follows the Pigeons into the rooms.
Might be a bit awkward in there, mightn't it?
They're going to sing this one very loud. This is their best win of the year, Robbie.
Yeah. Look, that big. Hey, they're unbeaten.
Yeah, they are 3-0.
Yeah, you blokes are carrying on about other sides and this and that, but I reckon you've forgotten about the Pigeons, you guys, and here they are unbeaten, second place on the ladder. Haven't done a thing wrong. They can't do much more than that.
No, they've played very well. Let's see if we can get the song. We can't.
No.
So looks like we've lost Chris Mitchell there, who's
already been assaulted.
He's gone into the room.
One of the Braunfelders might have hold of him.
I think he has. He's gone in the rooms. We've lost our man, Chris Mitchell, boundary side for Yarrawonga MG. We'll take a break. You know what's going on out here at the moment?
Yeah, what is going on?
Myrtleford Alpine Saints are still out on the ground. Jake Sharp has them in a huddle. Yeah. He likes to keep them out there after the game. It's actually a theme of them. He brings them in and keeps them in, and I don't think you'll be too happy, Freak.
No, as I was walking off the ground from taking the photo, then I heard him say, "Don't you boys go off just yet."
There you go. All right. So if you're just tuning in to 1494 2OY or 1566 3 a 35-point win to the way of the Pigeons. 13-13 91, 7-14 56. And on R&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0. The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
Did someone say KFC? I don't care.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where there's industry qualified trainers. Go where students come first. Go for the community. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0. The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with Go TAFE.
Hi, I'm Kylie King. I first fell in love with this region as the Prime News sports presenter. Sometimes this feels like my second home. I love our historic towns and vibrant cities, our passion for sport, and of course the people who make it special. And now I get to share what's important in our region with Kev Polton. So join us, Kylie and Kev for breakfast, weekday mornings from 6 on 2AY and 3NE.
From entertainment to news and subscriptions in between, manage select subscriptions in one place with Optus SubHub. Streamline your paid subscriptions and save up to 10%. It starts with yes.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.